Yeah, everybody. Can you hear me?
What are you, a donkey?
I don't know what I am. I'm tired, but I'm getting my energy up.
Hey, man, lock your cock. Get ready to explode.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you say in that song?
I don't know. It's not me.
Oh, that's not.
No, it's not my song.
That's right. You're in 18 bands, but this is not one of them.
That's not one of them yet.
Why didn't you pick one of your band songs to open the show?
Because I'm a fan of American Party Machine.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
This song is called "Running Wild." It's very poignant for the weekend that we're in.
Pretty much what we do here on air is Run Wild. Anyway, the show you're all listening to on purpose, I'm sure. This is called Owen and Dirt's Pop Culture Radio. I am Owen.
I am Dirt McCoy. Why do you do that? Just introduce me, you fucking asshole.
You point at me, and I have to talk. I point at you. You have to talk. All right, joining us, it's two very beautiful people. Neither one I've gotten pregnant yet. We got the Bushey.
You must not have eyes.
Well, I didn't do it. And the beautiful Chris.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Pretty good. Yeah, Chris, welcome to the show. I know you were on the show before, but I wasn't here, so it doesn't count.
All right. Good to know. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You were very funny, and welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Anything going on in your life since you're the guest? I'll go ahead and see what's going on with you.
Not really much. I mean, just watching the Red Sox and just really working and just hanging out. Really.
I see you got the jersey on and the pants.
Yeah.
So you're a real Boston fan.
Oh yeah, my dad's from Boston and just really grew up with the Red Sox and Patriot love, and it's awesome.
No wonder why you and Boston Brick get along so well. Were you born in Boston or here in Florida?
No, here in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of those too.
Hold on a second. We have breaking news.
Uh-oh.
What's that?
Oh, WrestleMania news?
It's WrestleMania weekend. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
Okay. There we go.
This is Christmas for all rednecks, me included.
That's really happy music to beat ass to.
Beat off.
This is from 1992.
Is this Fonzie? Is it Fonzie?
No, this is not Fozzie.
But that didn't age well. The big boss man. All I ever want to do since I was a little kid is be a law enforcement officer and treat everybody fairly.
I'm from Arkansas,
So yeah, big weekend, like you said.
Yeah.
Two nights WrestleMania. Has it always been 2 nights like this?
No, it's been 2 nights since the pandemic. When they did the one in 2020 where it was like inside of Full Sail, and it was 2 nights. They split it, and then they've done it ever since that way.
Right.
So is it like the people that bought tickets, do you get to go to both nights, or is it one night you either bought it for the first or the second night?
Exactly, yeah.
And they're different events?
Yes.
Huh.
Is this the first time it's on an app?
No.
Peacock?
No, it's been streaming since 2013.
So is there no pay-per-view anymore since we have the...
Not for wrestling.
Not for wrestling?
Not for WWE.
Does it still exist?
AEW still does pay-per-view.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
They're the other big one. Yeah.
It's smart because just like I had brought up about, YouTube people making a second channel and just telling all their, you get 100,000 subscribers, they start a second channel and say, hey, my 100,000 subscribers, go check out what I'm doing on this second channel.
Yeah.
And now they're making double the money off same amount of fans.
And they're like, on this channel, I only review movies.
Yeah, so why?
On the other channel, this is the one where I jerk my friend off in public and see if anybody gets pissed off.
And I still watch them both. Actually, the jerk-off one more, weirdly enough. But so it makes sense to me they're doing 2 nights because it's just double the money, really.
Yeah.
Big news is The Rock is back. Is that
Yes.
that the major
Yeah.
storyline?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a
Main
huge
story.
storyline.
Yeah.
How old is he now, man?
He's
older than us.
Was he like 48 or something? I don't know.
He's probably he's got to be a
52?
couple years older than me. I want to say he's got to be like 48 or 49, somewhere in that range.
Dude,
He still looks fucking incredible.
that's what I was about to say. How do you still look like that at that age?
Is
Money.
he on steroids? I don't know.
It's got to be something
I
like
don't know.
that.
I mean,
I'd let him do
jacked,
me.
Juiced up. I don't know.
Dude, I've been building a deck in my backyard.
Give me that rock.
And I am sore as fuck, you know. I cannot imagine working out, and I know I'm a little grotesquely overweight.
A little grotesquely overweight is not something that's not a unit of measurement, I don't think.
Is it? Very specific.
But I mean, I just the older I get, I think I need to get a handle on my fucking weight problem, or
digital scale. It just says ew.
error. You know.
You know what I just thought? Nothing motivates people like money. Would you guys want to go in on, like, we put a scale right here, we see who can lose the most in a month or something, and we all put like $20 in?
I mean,
no, because I'd lose.
Yeah, I've lost things in front of people before. Why not?
No, I mean, maybe
That's just a lose-lose for me, except for the weight. I'm gonna lose the competition, lose $20, and gain weight.
Just pay an escort, like lose $20.
Not-
Lose $20.
maybe you could come out as the same weight loss as me or something
How
like
much
that.
is lipo? Does it
More
count
than
if
$60.
Does it count if I get lipo and then come into the show?
It would count, but I mean, I'm not paying for it.
I mean, Chris here doesn't need to lose anything.
Have you guys ever seen how they do that
About
shit?
10 pounds,
it looks
yeah.
so. They talk about how painful it is, and they show them with the fat sucking wand jamming it in there. I mean, they're going to town like they're fucking scraping grout. You know?
They're stabbing you with a water hose.
Stabbing the fat out of you.
Well,
Like
whatever
cattle
works.
prod, just
Dude, I've been hearing all about that Ozempic and shit, and
Oh yeah.
a magic pill or a magic shot that makes you skinny. I'm thinking of actually going to see a doctor that's not cancer related and saying, hey, make me skinny.
Wait, there's a skinny shot now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't heard of it? It's for diabetes, but the side effect is if you don't have diabetes, it makes you fucking yeah. Wilford
Really?
Brimley would be still alive if this shot was around. When
There's
he was-
a 50-50 chance that I get the shot and don't lose weight. I just
I'm willing to take that risk, you know.
is that a cheap way to get in a diabetes test?
That's why you're like he's going to his doctor going, hey, I've been on Ozempic for 3 months, I've lost nothing, and they go, oh shit, you must have diabetes.
I mean, of course. Look at me.
I don't know.
I get out of bed to get cake.
They're like, how do your toes look?
Like red, very red.
A lot of the big stars are on it. Kelly Clarkson is the one that comes to mind because she was really cute when she won American Idol, and then she
In your opinion.
dude,
She's one of those people that I still don't understand why she's famous.
she had a nice tongue when she was singing, and her mouth would open and the tongue would wiggle a little bit. What the great American Idol.
You're a foot guy, aren't you?
No, I hate feet.
No, he's a tongue guy, you know. That's what he's talking
No,
about.
but when people zero in on something that specific,
Yes, I'm a mouth guy. Let me just say that.
when people zero in on something that specific, I'm like, oh, you're one of those people.
No, I zero in on the
Well,
feet too.
Well, he's a chin guy, so you know.
chin guy.
No, but Kelly
Bushey's a chin guy.
Oh yeah,
are you really?
you got to be nice and soft. You can't have like a chiseled jaw.
Well, no, not on a woman.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So technically, I'm a chin guy. Earlier, it had been brought. I'm not going to bust it, but earlier it was brought up, and someone said Stephanie McMahon was hot, and
Yeah.
for
That was me. I said that.
Okay, but for me, I just don't like busting people out if they don't want to. But like, for me, I just like this is where the chin thing came up. Her chin like kills it for me. Like it looks like someone kicked her in her chin and it went up about 2 inches and just stayed there. Like, that is like very,
It's a load from Triple H, probably. Still stuck.
Well, that's why he's saying is I'm like Triple H is like coming out to introduce WrestleMania. I'm like, goddamn, like how lucky you can get. You get to fuck Stephanie McMahon for 20 years and fucking own WWE now. And he goes, well, I don't know if fucking Stephanie McMahon's that. I'm like, I think she's hot. And he's like, well, I mean,
she had a nice
chin,
body.
though,
It's just her
angle of her
face.
chin. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be at least a 30-degree angle on your jawline. Or
90-degree angle on that.
I actually bring a speed square and a protractor on dates.
Yeah.
Please stand up straight.
I'm the first person to ever say what that chin do.
Oh man!
If you look like Mac tonight, please don't show up. No. Nobody remember that guy. Remember him?
Who, Mac the Knife?
Yeah. Or no, never mind.
Mac the Knife's his
Mac tonight. Remember?
No.
Oh yeah. Big Mac, the Big Mac guy, the moon that was singing with the cleft chin.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
I remember that.
Yeah, no. See, I wouldn't fuck him.
Neither would I.
Remember that the guy from Men in Black, the Balchinian guy?
Bullshit. Yeah, the cleft and like the dimple in the chin.
Yeah.
Like I hate that too, guys or girls. Like if you got the
You
big.
mean like this one on me right here?
Oh, I hate it. Oh, gross. No,
So
no,
I
no,
just
no,
got.
no.
I,
No,
don't,
yours.
I don't have to ever get worried about being fucked by Bushey.
Well,
That's
no, no,
good.
yours
Exactly,
yours actually
right?
isn't bad. It's yours is more the split. I'm talking about specifically like the dimple. It's almost like on
Let
the
me
front.
see your chin. Yeah,
He's barely got, and it's like a little split. Like that's fine. I'm talking about like.
I have the butt chin too.
I'm talking about if you take your pinky and stick it in someone's chin dimple up to the first like knuckle.
Yeah, that's kind of
It's
odd.
a bit much.
That almost counts as another orifice. I know what you're talking
You ever
about.
finger somebody's chin?
No.
Well, I mean, considering that Chin is a very popular
me on,
last
dude,
name
so
in
bad.
China.
That turns me on so bad. I'm sorry.
I wonder if they're really sweaty. Does it smell like sweat good in that little?
Oh, I'm sure
Chin
they
hole?
probably got a bottle brush. To actually, like,
Fucking cleaner.
get the chin brush.
We're sorry. I apologize for that. No, I don't.
I'm not racist against people with dimple chins. I just wouldn't fuck you.
I don't want you to fail in life. I just don't want to fuck you.
Yeah.
Is there a race that is more dimple chin prone?
I don't know.
So it's not racist.
I,
You're just-
honestly, I would say more white people, I think,
Yeah.
have dimple chins.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, I'm trying to think of. See that now you've brought me down the road of now I'm trying to think of minorities with dimple chins, and I think that alone, in a way, is probably something racist I need to address with
It
myself.
feels dirty, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Does that make you a double minority if you're a minority and you have a dimple chin?
Now, what if you're a double chin? Then what? I don't know.
Double chin with a double,
Double chin in America is not a minority.
Double minority, double chin. I don't know.
I've got at least two.
That girl's so fat she looks like she got a belly button on her chin.
Oh man!
I said the funniest thing anybody ever said to me about fat people is say somebody told me one. I think it was my buddy Josh. He goes, "Oh look, she got the Ninja Turtle mouth," and it was a girl that was so big. You know, she's wearing tiny shorts, but her belly hangs over, so you can't see the actual shorts. You just see the sides. And now think about Ninja Turtle mouth.
Oh god!
I was like, no fucking
That's
way.
gross. That's gross. I mean, I don't want to fat shame anybody, but
I'm fat, so I can do it.
yeah, you're right. You're right. But I mean,
I actually purposely have gotten fat so I can make fun of fat people.
anyway,
That was the reason you did it. You went a long way for a joke.
Yeah, no, I'm actually very athletic.
The long
you just
game,
can't,
for sure.
you can't tell.
well, anyway, like I said, I want to lose some weight.
That's how this all started.
Yes. Anyway, some other things happening around the world right now, which kind of affects us.
What's that?
P. Diddy.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
run.
Right.
All right.
Are we doing P. Diddy now?
Well,
No, I think he's just setting up the show.
Oh.
I think, yeah.
we're going to talk about that in a little bit. My grandmother, I know we like to talk to her every once in a
Is
while.
fucking P. Diddy?
Could be. I don't know what she's doing tonight. Tonight is the
Can
eve.
I ask her that?
Yeah, absolutely. You can ask her if she even knows who he is. But this is the eve of her 90th birthday.
Oh shit! Yeah.
She's been around for 9 long decades, and I've had the pleasure of being around for half of them. God damn it! I love her. I love her, and just like a rash that won't go away, she won't die, and I love her.
God damn it. What?
Like, I just saw the reaction on Chris's face. He's like, "Oh, it's that kind of show today." Huh?
No, I love her so much.
Doesn't sound like it.
I called that wonderful woman yesterday, Friday, and I say, hey, I'm going to come pick you up. I'm going to bring you to my house with the baby that you love so much that you sit there and just hold. And she goes, no, not today. I'm going out with a friend. I'm like, okay, well, then that's great. I don't want to drive there tonight. I said, I'll come first thing in the morning, Saturday, this morning.
And if you get in the hospital, I'll pull the plug. No.
Don't give me that option. I go to her house and I unplug everything, but she's still around.
His grandma's got a nice chin. You leave her alone.
Anyway,
That's right.
So I leave this morning. I tell her I'll be there by 8:30, Grandma. I'll pick you up, bring you back home. We're having a party for Jackson and blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's great. You be here at 8:30. Call me when you're on your way. I'm like, will do. I forget to call her. Well, no, I do call her. I got her voicemail. I left her a voicemail. Hey, I'm on my way. I'm running a little late, blah, blah, blah. I get from Orlando to I-75, and she calls me. I'm in such a pickle. I'm like, what's wrong? She's one of her friends invited a bunch of people over. I guess they wanted to do dinner or lunch for her birthday, and she's like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, look, I'll just turn the fuck around. I'll go home. Maybe tomorrow. Can I come see you tomorrow? Is your actual birthday and pick you up or something? Well, I don't know. I'll call you tonight. And I'm like,
I bet it sounded like this. I don't know. Is Mr. Bushey going to be there?
She didn't ask about you this time.
I don't like the fact that your grandma has more of a social life than I do at 90 years old.
You should.
Me too.
You should be so lucky.
You guys remember what
You've
happened?
never heard any of the shows where she's on, right?
No.
Oh, you are in for a treat, pal.
All right.
fresh
You guys
blood.
remember what happened my last birthday? I was like on the show. I was like, yeah, today's my
Yeah,
birthday.
we don't even. No, I don't
Like, really?
Hello.
Owen's grandmother has tried to fuck Bushey every time she's been on the show.
He says tried.
It's been like phone sex or what is that?
No, like she's got the
No,
hots
the
for
real
him
thing.
on a different level.
It
Yeah.
all started with Thanksgiving. She's seen how I eat.
well,
Yeah, I want that.
So look at him slurping that gravy.
she misses having a man to take care of, and you fit that bill. But
When you're an old lady, you don't get wet, you get gravy.
true. She's from the era where men were right about everything,
I
never
am.
wrong. She is a woman that still lives that way. When my grandfather died in 2008, she basically had nobody to tell her how to think or what to do, and so she's been in this. Like,
I can do that.
So your grandpa lived during the recession or the depression. He died during the recession. You know. That's
yeah.
crazy. You know. That's like,
Chris, I'll give you an example. His grandmother literally said on the air, "Do you listen to rap music?" I don't listen to that garbage. Oh, by the way, Miss Dot, Bushey's a rap star. Well, maybe I can learn to like it. Literally said that in the same fucking segment. Well, maybe if he plays that in the car when he comes to pick me up, maybe I'll learn to like it.
Dude, when Brittany was pregnant, and we broke the news to her on air. She was not thrilled. Normally people would be like, "Great, yay, I'm having a great granddaughter." She was like, "Eh."
I think the exact words were, "That's nice."
And then, when are you getting married? And shit. Later this year, Grandma. Just all right. Let's not talk about that to her, but we'll talk
Okay.
about everything else. But,
Does she know y'all are getting married?
yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
Does she know and does she remember? It's
there
two
you go.
different
There you go.
questions.
Exactly. I was going to say she's been
dementia
told.
and remembrance. I don't know.
I wonder if she even knows it's her birthday tomorrow. So we might tell her that.
I mean, she has to. She's got people coming 3 days in a row to party with her.
What are you doing here? I don't know.
She's got a literal blue hair convention at her fucking
maybe
house.
that's
right now.
why she's having a party 3 days in a row. Is the people throwing it for her don't remember they already did.
I can't find the gifts I got you. That's because you gave them to me yesterday. Anyway,
Got
so
3 salad shooters.
Is that a sex move?
It is when I'm done with it.
noisy crackling sex move, brittle bones,
I like cabbage.
brittle
That sounds
bones.
vulgar when you say it that way.
Bring some tongs. You know, I like.
Bring some Depends. Her kidneys are worn out.
Oh, you had to make it weird.
Some people like that.
I love that that's where the line is.
All right. Speaking of making things weird, a new movie on the one of the Prime Video, I think.
Yeah.
It's a remake.
Oh yeah,
Jake Gyllenhaal is
Roadhouse.
Patrick Swayze's part.
Okay, yeah.
It's just kind of weird. I started watching a little bit of it, but I never really watched the first. I haven't watched the first Roadhouse all the way through.
I will say it's probably important for people to appreciate it, to see it.
The first one.
I don't want to get into the whole review yet, but I think, let me rephrase. I think it would enhance watching the new one to see the original and where it came from and what they did.
So
And
watch the remake first and then the original?
No. I'd say watch the original first and then the remake.
Oh,
It's a reimagining. It's not a sequel or anything.
Okay.
So we'll leave it there for now.
All right. Another movie, one that I saw. I'll go ahead and talk about it here in a little bit. Anybody else see the Ghostbuster movie?
No.
I did not yet.
Chris did. Chris did. Were you opening night?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Nerds unite.
Well, I would have been there
Not
opening
really
night.
a nerd, but I just one of the group of friends, and
But you're a movie guy.
I am.
So it's like if it's a movie that's got some pop to it, you're gonna see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it.
Yeah.
Did you get a Ghostbuster trap?
Huh?
You didn't get. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm glad
He just showed he's not a nerd because you said Ghostbusters trap and he went, huh? What?
and I'm going to prove that I am. I told you that Zach had went and got the trap, and I
Yeah.
said, hey, I know somebody that would love that
Did
trap.
he get me one?
He already got you one.
Oh, I love that guy.
I mentioned it and 3 days later, he's like, hey, I got you that trap.
Okay, well, don't sell it on eBay. God damn it!
I got a Ghostbuster trap just for you, buddy.
Thank you. I love you so much.
Thank you, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, I love Zach so much. He did it. You didn't do anything.
I keep telling him to come on the show, but now he's actually a police officer, so
Oh shit!
he's been going through.
Really?
He went through like months of training and physical, things and the driving courses and all that.
But he's gonna be a cool one though.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think
Not meaning he's gonna do illegal things, but he's just gonna be cool.
No. I think Zach has
dirty cop.
Well, he's been a security guard for like 12 years or something like that. So he's already got the
training, the
dealing
mindset.
with
Yeah.
crazy people, because a lot of times it was like he was the security guard at the head of like the really nice neighborhoods. And that's where the real crazy people are. So he's been dealing
Crime
with
Hills,
He's been dealing with people that are out of hand for a long time, and he's got a very good temperament. I think he'll be a good cop.
Okay.
So two things I want to say. First of all, Derek King just commented, WrestleMania, brother. So
Yeah.
apparently he's watching it too. Derek King, stick around, man. Third segment you're going to want to hear. And also, Fritz just texted me. He's going to be on the phone with us in the second segment because
What?
he saw both Iron Claw and the new Roadhouse, and he wants to be a part of that conversation.
Sweet.
So,
Right on.
yeah, Fritz will be joining us for that.
All right. Well,
My nipples just got
so
hard.
just in case you don't know, Chris, the Ghostbuster trap, the first Ghostbuster Afterlife, not Afterlife. Was that the first? Yeah,
Afterlife is the first one, yeah. This one was at Frozen Empire or something?
Yeah, Frozen Empire.
Okay.
But at Afterlife, you could get an Ecto-1 popcorn bucket where the top opened up and you could have popcorn in there if you want it. So I got one of those because I like the Ecto-1 car. So I and anything Ecto-1 I have. I have the Hot Wheels, the big version, like this big, that goes for $500 now on eBay. So, I mean, it's fucking, I'm dork.
What is that off of? Isn't it like a 50-something Hearst?
59 Cadillac.
59 cat. Such
Yeah.
a gorgeous car.
It is.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's already like a super cool car, and then making it an iconic movie
Yeah,
piece
Or
yeah.
is
is
it
genius.
57? Hold on. I'm sorry. I have to look.
I think it's
Ecto
57, but
1 Cadillac.
I was
It's
just
got
happy. I was just happy I got the decade right. Like I know cars pretty well, but I'm not good on the exact year.
You said 57?
yeah.
I said 59. You got any guesses, Chris?
34? I don't know.
No.
And 20 years earlier.
In 34, they had just got rid of the horses.
No, it's like 63. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it's a 59 Cadillac.
Oh,
Miller
you're right.
Mix.
So go
almost
figure. The guy who's
I love
that
it.
guy who jacked off in front of Dan Aykroyd knows it.
I was next to him. I don't think he saw things. When I met him, childhood hero and stuff, shook his hand, talked to him a little bit, smelled like an old man.
Did it? Oh, yeah.
Smelled like death. Oh, geez.
I have never thought about the way a celebrity smells until you just said that.
I remember old man smell quite well from growing up with my grandfather. It was like a Ben Gay and
I know that
dead
smell.
skin
Yeah,
smell.
I know that
I don't
He's
know.
got like mothballs taped under his
Chris
sack
is
or
just like,
something.
yep, been there.
My grandma,
I mean, I live with it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So, but anyway. So Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, saw it. I enjoyed it because I love anything Ghostbusters, but you know, there was a scene in there was kind of weird, and Chris brought it up, and I go, you know what, it was kind of weird, and then I looked online, and sure enough, it's a big like storyline or under what.
Controversy? Or?
No, not controversy, but you know, kind of like a underground storyline that they kind of put in there. Also,
Sneak diss.
Sneak diss, sure, one of those.
I don't know what that means.
You sneak it in.
I mean, like,
but
like,
a diss means you're like talking shit about
subliminal,
somebody.
Yeah, subliminal. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
subliminal.
like a sneak diss.
I sneak
diss in,
I sneak
you know?
diss in. Yeah, that's what I sneak a diss in.
Brittany says I'm so white all the time. I totally hear it now. I hear it a lot. But no, so
I love that you needed her to point it out.
I like that it's an insult just to call somebody white now.
You're whiter than snow.
Look at how much you're you.
Dude, growing up where I grew up, yeah, I wasn't the whitest person. I mean, trust me. I was.
You
like,
are wearing a Mickey Mouse hat, so tread lightly.
Watch yourself here, buddy.
I know. All right, forget about it.
I mean, if you had on a Snoop Dogg hat or Death Record Labors, Death Record label, we might take a joint in your mouth. We might think a little bit differently here.
They don't death row hat and a joint in your mouth. I want to see you next show wearing that.
They don't allow that in Disney. Sorry. But anyway, all right, back to Ghostbusters Afterlife. Phoebe, the Dr. Spanker, Egon Spanker.
Dr. Spanker?
Dr. Spanker.
Dr. Spanker's
that's my
weekend name.
Hold on, drspanker@gmail.com.
Got
it. Please email me. No, Egon's granddaughter in the movie, Phoebe, who they really nerd up. I mean, it's amazing what an outfit can do for anybody, but especially women. It can either make you look super freaking hot or nerdy or gross and disgusting. And because this little girl, Megan McKenna or something like is her name, or Megan Grace McKenna, she is a very attractive, like I think she's in her 20s, so I think I can say this now. Very attractive girl. Really
make sure
hot.
before you say it next time.
I'm just saying, they do a great job making her look like a nerdy geek. And something kind of weird happened in the movie.
Looks like a dude.
Yeah, she does sort of look like a dude in the movie. It's weird, but anyway. I'm sure that's not what tickles my fancy. There's a ghost in the movie.
God, pocket protector's fucking hot.
That jumpsuit. Anyway.
Does that ghost say, "Yeah, be so like it"?
Almost. There's a ghost in the movie that was burned up in a fire. And
Is his name Freddy Krueger?
no, it's a girl.
Okay.
And what's different about this movie?
Frederica Krueger.
Let's go with that, shall we?
Fiona Kruger.
She talks. This ghost
Shrek.
actually
It's all
talks.
Shrek.
What was her name in the movie? Do you remember Fire Ghost's name?
I don't.
No.
He's like, let me think. Nope, fuck this.
I mean, it took me a little bit to remember.
What led up to that scene, which I'm leading up to? Do you remember? Like,
I mean, like they were trying to extract the spirit from the orb, and she wanted to join her in the spirit realm, and then so that's the only way they could like be together, and then just
She extracted her
wanted
orb.
So
no,
anyway.
she wanted to leave the physical realm to join the spirit realm.
Phoebe.
Well, me
did.
too.
And so so she went to this machine, and it like, because like throughout the whole movie they were, they
Talking
went to like
and becoming friends.
Yeah, becoming friends, and then they went to this one Ghostbusters like place where they could, it was like a haunted place with all this like haunted stuff, and it had like I can't really describe it, but it just if you put like this one specific item in this one thing, it would take out the spirit and trap it in a enclosure, and I guess the Phoebe went in there, and then it just
Did it in reverse.
It didn't reverse. Like she went in there and got her spirit taken out, and then she joined the lady, and then the bad guy came out and remember.
Well, yeah. So basically, Phoebe, the lead girl here, basically, who I think is going to be a major character in future movies and stuff, too, formed a really close friendship with a ghost. And said a lot of things like, nobody else gets me, you get me, blah, blah, blah. I want to be with you so badly. Basically, more or less, killed herself.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So her spirit then got face to face with this burned up ghost spirit, a cute little girl, not little. I say little.
I would say, quit saying cute little girl.
I'm
it's
such
so weird.
Girls in their 20s look like little kids to me now. Like I'm getting so fucking old. I hate it.
So real quick, it's funny that you mentioned that because we had a family picnic last it's been 2 weeks since we did a show.
Yeah.
So a couple Sundays ago, we had like a family picnic, and it was me, my sister, brother-in-law, my cousin, his wife, their kids. Nice little gathering and stuff.
Yeah.
And my cousin is the one that had commented. I forget exactly, but something about one of the rap segments. He commented the one night, Brett. So then I found out he's actually been listening somewhat regular. I messaged him tonight. He's probably listening, and I had a super old man moment. He goes, I've been listening, he goes, and I think Devin's been listening too. Well, Devin, the last time I seen him, I was like, damn, it's kind of a mature show. I was like, are you sure Devin's old? He goes, he's 22. What the fuck? The last time I seen him, he was like 6. So just it goes to show you how fast time goes by. I was like, what the hell?
Jesus. Well, all right, so these young adults, these women,
whippersnappers, just call it. Just say it.
They're women.
These whippersnappers are up to something.
Anyway,
well, yeah, but you don't say whippersnappers and say cute afterwards either.
Well, if you talk to a kid.
Just get to
These sexually attractive whippersnappers.
Cut that out.
Yeah, it's cut. It's cut. We're live, by the way, so no, it's not.
Zipper snappers.
Oh, Lord.
That's what I call Britney.
Now, that sounds like an Apocalypse Now reference.
I wish I was a zipper snapper. Probably get more women.
Well, anyway, so I don't think they never actually kissed, but basically in ghost form, where they I guess they touched, right?
Yeah, I mean, like it looked like they were going to, but it never did. Like
it was really weird. Like nothing happened, but they were building everything up for this like lesbian ghost kiss thing that never freaking happened. Yeah. So a bunch of people online are like upset, of course. This isn't
because they want to see the ghosts les out.
Or
I just said ghosts les out.
Ghostesses.
Ghosts les out. That's French, I think.
Yeah, you watched that Ghostesses in the movie last night?
Yeah, they was lesing out hardcore.
Them leses Ghostesses.
Anyway, what I want to just say about this real quick is sex and ghost sex is a part of Ghostbusters.
Okay.
If you remember in the first movie.
Yeah, but Dan Aykroyd, remember the chick banged
exactly.
Up? Yeah.
He had a dream about a succubus. Or
it's got to be a hollow encounter, right? Don't laugh at it.
I liked it. I like your effort. you know what, Bushey?
I like your input is not something.
Effort. I said I like the effort.
The effort. I'm sorry.
And your input.
I like the way you give so much effort on your input.
I'm gonna.
Which, you know what? Listen, I want to talk about one thing real quick with Bushey. Last time we did the show, I might have came out a little hot, maybe. I don't know.
Came in a little hot.
I didn't mean to sound like I was that involved in it, but I think if you listen back 2 weeks ago, I was kind of getting over whatever cold you might have caught from me. I don't know. And I wasn't sleeping, and I was on a high from the show, and I was like, "There's one thing that we need to change," and it should have been just one little, "Hey, with your rapping caps, less violence, less meanness." It should have been that, but I think I rambled on a little bit more.
Well, that's the thing. What I answered was like, so now are you only allowed to do Will Smith songs for rapping cap?
Okay, time. Oh yeah. That's the other thing.
So I think why it came across harsh
is because you picked the most violent fucking song in recent history.
Well, no, 100%. I asked that the song be removed.
Yeah,
obviously
you didn't have to do that.
It's important though. Everybody should be happy. That's the most important thing from this is that we all feel good about it and what went out and stuff like that.
It doesn't matter how we feel. We want the people listening to feel good.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't care about the people
We're the
listening.
ones doing the show.
If we feel good and we're having fun, they're going to feel good and have
So
fun.
no, admittedly, I've went a little bit maybe too far down the drill music route.
That's what it's called, drill?
Drill music is the music based about
Basically
killing
gangster
people. And
Yeah.
no. Drill music's another level above drill music is like talking about specific people in
So
real
it's
life.
worse
that
than
you're
gangster
Yeah,
rap.
they're
Yeah.
actually. It's actually like admissible in court.
Pretty much. Yeah, like that's pretty much if you're making drill music, you're bound to have a RICO at some point. Like that's kind of how it's turning out. So I get that. It went a little bit too far, but you came at it a little bit aggressively and basically with the limitations. I don't want to get into the whole debate on certain things, but basically you had said something that would have made it where I had no more rap to choose from.
I said less N-word, not no N-word. Big difference.
Well, but it was all wrapped up in the same messages that was like
Again, it was 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, it's 5 o'clock in the morning,
Well,
and I hadn't slept yet because I was on a high. We had a great show, and for whatever reason, because I knew I had the picnic the next day, and had a really good show. I hadn't even slept yet by the time your messages came through.
I was editing a video.
Well, whenever somebody says I would rather watch people have anal sex than listen to this,
I said I would rather watch
Yikes.
people shove things in their ass.
correct, but that's
Ouch.
I mean.
All of which can be fucking arranged.
All right,
Well, and you know what? There's people that enjoy that. So
wait,
depending on who you are, it
Time
could.
out. My comment there was because you were really offended with the murder junkies and some of their comments and what they do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I would rather listen to that.
Rightly so, I will say.
And that, by the way, that's exactly what I told Dirt when I told him to cut the song out. I said, obviously, this song made Owen feel the way the interview, with the murder junkies thing did, and that was, kind of nixed. Like I think it's very important for all of us to be happy with the product going out. I think you did go a bit overboard with what you were saying couldn't be played. If you would have literally just texted me and been like, "Hey, that was a bit over the top. Could you mellow out?"
But I say everything to everybody. Just listen. Anyway, the other thing that I guess maybe like what you just said. You said if there's
you sent 3 messages about it before anybody replied. That's aggressive.
No. What he just said about hey, if we cut out the N-word, then there's no rap. Again, back to when I grew up in Ocala.
Yeah.
All my friends' racist dads would say rap music is nothing but killing and N-words and stuff like that. And you guys are saying the same thing that these stupid racist people said, but on the opposite side.
But they were saying it because in a
hated
negative
it.
way,
Yeah.
but it's in a positive way. They're not wrong.
in a positive,
Like I
But
said,
it's in a positive way.
Like I said, I admittedly got way further down the drill lane of music than I
Drill and
actually
kill.
expected to, and I had even told Dirt, I believe that night, I've been holding on to NLE Chop for a while. That one's pretty rough. I said, I don't think you even knew that I said
that's what
that.
I was saying. I tune out when I start to hear that stuff. I wasn't saying I don't listen to you. I just when I start to hear that, I don't listen to it. I'm like, oh, guitar is nice, and then I tune back in. Kill the stupid mother effer in the head. What?
Well, but let's be real. Taking everything out of it, you said no violent music and no N-words. Well,
I said less. I said no killing. Probably.
Okay, well,
And it doesn't
okay.
matter.
Yeah, we got it.
I'm
Regardless,
just saying. I'm sorry for coming in a little hot. I appreciate you for having less killing, and I think your booty clapper tonight is going to be a positive one. You said.
yes.
That's what I came. I said, let's go for positive rap music.
Well, yes, but I'm going to be real. Even after 2 weeks of searching,
Oh shit! Sorry.
even after about 2 weeks of searching, I've found 2 positive songs. Like it's because here's the thing: my segment was not about positive rap songs.
No.
I said the song that I listened to
Is the one that slaps in the car.
right
Yeah.
that got me like moving or something like that.
Yeah.
That murder song gets me moving. So I you know what I mean? So I will say
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna kill
I'm
you.
not going to say that I still don't enjoy that music, but I do recognize.
I can just imagine him driving home. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
But I've also been listening to gangster rap since I was like 15, 16 years old. So like I said, I don't even.
Desensitized.
I am.
Just
I'm
drive
very
angry.
I'm
just
very
like-
desensitized, and I like staying up with the newest shit. Well, all the newest shit is the drill shit. So that's why I've gotten so ingrained in that. That being said,
DC Talk is our booty clapper tonight.
oh my god.
Oh no!
I'm kidding.
That being said, I'm going to do my best to bring a few positive songs over the next few weeks, and I will do my best to not play stuff that is so over the top. I say we, but I want to leave people with more of a positive outlook on life, not the. See, I don't care about that. Fuck positivity.
So, but still, if there's something that moves you so much, you can bring it to the table, even if it's all about killing somebody, and then. No,
I love you guys, and like I said, the most important thing is everybody is happy with the show that goes out.
I did play.
Period. I think the period's right there. The most important thing is everybody is happy with what goes out on the show.
I
All right.
have jammed out to some of your booty clappers, so I definitely don't want you to stop the show.
Okay.
Don't stop your pit. But anyway, all right.
We got it all out.
Break.
Let's take a break.
When we come back.
So with that being said, I did find a rapper.
Oh God! I hope you play like the most vile shit.
I did find a rapper that's right up Owen's alley.
Uh-oh.
I think that this will fit the bill, and we'll take this to the break because this is part of my theme tonight.
Hip hop, and they do.
My theme tonight.
Rapping Granny.
This is John Cena.
I can't hear it.
He's invisible.
It's WrestleMania weekend. I'm playing. Brittany just posted John Cena. He's a Massachusetts guy.
Peacekeeper.
All right. You're listening to Pop Culture Radio. We will be right back.
In case you forgot or fell off, I'm still hot, knock your shell off. My money stacked fat, plus I can't turn the swell off. The franchise doing big business, I live this, it's automatic. I win this, so you hear those horns, you finished. A soldier, and I stay under you fighting. Plus I'm storming on you chumps like I'm thunder and lightning. Ain't no way you breaking me, kid, I'm harder than nails. Plus I keep it on lock like I'm part of the jail. I'm slaughtering stale competition. I got the whole block wishing they could run with my division, but they gone fishing with no bait. Kid, your boy hold weight. I got my soul straight. I brush your mouth like Colgate. In any weather, I'm never better. Your boy's so hot, you never.
Welcome back to Pop Culture Radio. Woo! Woohoo! WrestleMania weekend. This, of course, is the entrance music of the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be, the excellence of execution, Bret the Hitman Hart. Which is very poignant because on the line with us here, we have Fritz, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Woo. Fritz von Erich.
Fritz, are you there?
Uh-oh.
Fritz, come in, buddy.
Earth to Fritz.
I think it was beamed up on a spaceship.
Fritz, are you there? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
There you are.
Yay!
So wait, did you hear the Hitman entrance or no?
I heard you guys talking about it, but I couldn't hear the music. No. I mean, I know what it sounds like. It's over and over again.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh man,
That should be our new intro music. Just Fritz going.
Yeah.
I immediately start getting chuffed. I'm like, oh yeah, all right. I want to beat the hell out of my brother.
That's a callback because one of the biggest rivalries that Bret had in wrestling was with Owen Hart, his brother. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Owen.
You're always the favorite one. You're the favorite
You're so
one.
selfish, Bret. You're so selfish. You never, yeah. What was great was Owen Hart was this great heel, and my favorite Bret Hart match is him versus Owen Hart, the first match of WrestleMania 10, where Owen totally uses the same surprise move that Bret Hart did on Bam Bam Bigelow to win the '93 King of the Year. He uses that on Bret, and gets a solid 1, 2, 3 count, and Brett pops up and goes like, just looks off to the side disappointed, and Owen looks stunned and like totally sells it. Owen is like, oh, I won. He's got this like little bit of like spittle by his mouth, and, like, and Brett was like, that's like my favorite Owen like memory is like he totally surprises me the opening match of WrestleMania 10. He goes, man, backstage he was so happy.
That's awesome.
Cool, man. Cool.
Wait. Hold on a second. Fritz, don't mean to cut you off. There is like 6 comments in a row from a YouTube user named YesOK, and let me read. And the first one is, I'm really trying, but this isn't turning me on. The second one, should I stop touching myself now? ? I think I'm gonna stop anyway. And then, well, now that I got my hands free, anything you want to talk about? And then, okay, give me the silent treatment. Even the audio went out. I see how it is. Guess I'll touch myself elsewhere. Have a nice day.
This is my new favorite fan. I don't give a shit. I love you, whoever you are, random masturbator. So you know what? Real quick, I'm going to misdirect. I had a term that I wrote down that I don't know if you guys have ever heard before. I had heard it before. I thought I knew what it meant, but I actually looked up the definition today and was pretty blown away. It made me like, do you guys know what a coomer is?
Oh, a coomer, of course.
What is a coomer?
It's the call you make to your woman. Come here.
Coomer is an internet-based, an internet meme based on an illustration of a scraggly male character who is mocked as an excessive masturbator. More broadly,
you sure that's not a cummer?
More broadly, with a lowercase c, coomer is often an ironic insult for an oversexed young man, or more generally, a loser.
Nice. Kind of like a simp.
Yeah, very close to simp. Yeah, except you masturbate more if you're a coomer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it's good we have a name for that now, I guess.
Yeah.
So there's a reason why Fritz is on the air here. Is because we're about to do a movie review segment, and Fritz has seen both of the movies that we talked about.
So the 2 movies, Iron Claw and Roadhouse, the new remake.
Do Iron Claw first, because I haven't seen that one.
That's the wrestling movie about the Von Erichs.
The Von Erichs, which, by the way, so Fritz did most people who listen, Fritz used to do Fort Fritz. Actually, Fort Fritz is coming back, right?
Yeah, Fort Fritz will be back with a 10-episode season story arc.
Nice.
So, for those of you who don't know, Fort Fritz is a radio show that was on Real Radio 104.1 for a while, and especially during the pandemic, where it's basically campfire stories. It's like all these like weird paranormal, sort of stories. But you did a story on the Curse of the Von Erichs.
Yeah, we had like we had an episode dedicated to curses, and I had the second story, so I picked the Von Erich curse. And it's one of my favorite things I think I've ever produced, because like each, it's like, it's not really, as my wife Darcy says, it's not really a curse. It's just generational trauma,
right?
That they really couldn't come to grasp with. But like it starts off Jack Addison, or Adkisson.
Right.
He decided to become a Nazi heel and became Fritz, and then he took his grandmother's last name of Von Erich,
right,
or his mother's last name of Von Erich. So it's Fritz Von Erich, because like it's a very German-sounding name.
Right.
And then people immediately attributed the curse to this Nazi persona heel that he had. Although he became face several times. So
right.
That's where it kind of like originates. And there were like some suicides in the family beforehand.
So for those of you guys who don't know, face means you're the good guy.
Right, yeah, sorry.
In wrestling, there's faces. Faces are good guys. Heels are bad guys.
Okay.
So originally he was a heel because he was the Nazi Fritz Von Erich, but he became a face at one point.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, and that's all wrestling kayfabe, because you need a heel to stand and you need a face to sell.
All right.
Okay.
But yeah, so of the 6 children, 1 remains today, and the movie is very good Rotten Tomato scores, by the way. It's like 90 something and 94 audience score. But very well done, and although extremely sad, I think all of the Rotten Tomato like critical consensus and audience summary was like excellent ensemble acting, which it is. Great narrative storyline, unbelievably heartbreaking and sad true story, but kind of overcomes it, with how they handle the heavy subject matter.
Well, the movie's told from the voice of Kevin Von Erich, who is the only one standing. He's the last one alive,
which is expertly played by Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, yeah.
Yeah.
Gorgeous man.
Dude, he looked like, I don't know what he did in the training for that movie.
He gained 40 pounds of muscle for the film, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's definitely
it's
jacked.
nuts. It's nuts, dude. Like
40 pounds of muscle.
He looks,
for one film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure.
How
Is
often? How often?
is that Chris talking?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, Chris totally nailed it, because he looked, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, he looked more akin to Kerry Von Erich's physique and mass.
Yeah.
Like, he looked
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cut. He didn't look, Kevin never looked that good. Kevin looked really good and cut like Roddy Piper. But Kerry was just an animal, and like Zach looks like a fucking animal.
He
Yeah.
did. Kerry Von Erich looked like a Greek god.
So
Yeah,
I'm
for sure.
wondering, you're telling me that Zac Efron put on 40 pounds more muscle than he had in the Baywatch movie?
Yes.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
like in
Did you guys see it?
Baywatch, he actually like lost weight and like looked like a certain way, and then Iron Claw, he actually gained 40 pounds.
Because
of
I
muscle.
just real quick to focus on Zac Efron, like I was always like, whatever, he's the actor that all the women think is hot, da da da. And then I seen Baywatch, and I was like, oh, this dude has a great sense of humor, and
Yes.
will play the fucking Lou. You know what
He's
I mean?
always he's always been great.
See, I didn't know
I can't
that.
think of a single. I can't think of a single role that I haven't seen High School Musical, but
So, so
I
neither
can't
have I,
think of a
neither have
single
I,
role.
buddy.
Yeah.
Seriously,
I
clear
can't
that
think of
one.
That's Zac
I-
Efron. in the
I can't
movie.
like when I picture his movie roles, I can't think of a single one I don't like. He's always been a very likable, and that reality TV show he had, like he just seems like a very open-hearted individual. Yeah.
So the next movie I watched that I want to review, I haven't even seen it yet, is the Ricky Stenicki.
Oh,
yeah, Ricky Stenicki,
and
yeah.
Zac Efron's in that too, and also
John Cena.
John Cena.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting because me and Zach usually try to chill and watch like a movie every other week or something like that. So
Well-
I'm trying to wait to watch it with Zach, but I'm looking forward to watching Ricky
So,
Stenicki after becoming a
Here,
Zac Efron.
something
fan.
I want to point out though about when you bring up the Zac Efron thing, right? So Zac Efron did a movie last year, or I want to say it was probably in the 2021 Oscar season, where he played Ted Bundy. Did you see that movie?
Yeah, extremely
Did you see it?
wicked,
No, I didn't. No, I
exceedingly vile and cruel, or something.
Yes.
It's,
What's
it's
it-
stupid
what's it
fucking
called?
title.
What's
It's
it called?
No one
title
knows.
is
No one knows the
that's the
title because
problem.
it's too long
That's
and
the
it's
problem.
obtuse and
It's
it's
called-
redundant and it's
Extremely wicked, shockingly evil, and vile.
Yes.
yeah. No one's
and that's
gonna
when he
ever
plays
yeah.
Ted Bundy. Now he was fucking incredible in that movie, playing
he's
Ted
great.
Bundy.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Looks like
And
him, has that same
I
charm.
thought when I saw that, I'm like, this is so you have those actors that come up where like, oh, High School Musical, Disney Channel, those sort of things. When you go, and then that actor challenges himself to go, I want to be seen as a serious actor, and he did that movie. The problem with it was the title was so fucking long. It was
stupid. Yeah.
It was But this movie, when he played Kevin Von Erich, like I feel like this is what he was. He is on a quest right now to go, hey guys, I'm not High School Musical guy anymore. Like, look at me,
Take
I'm
me
a serious
right,
fucking
yeah, take me
actor.
serious,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
He hasn't been that guy forever, though. I mean, that was ages ago. Like that.
Yeah.
That's what's amazing about it.
But so I know
so that-
you brought it up, Fritz, and Chris. I know you've seen the movie. That last scene where he's sitting on the grass watching his kids
I was
play.
just about to say.
Yeah.
That is fucking heartbreaking.
The Von
Absolutely.
Yeah, like and his son's like holding him in like we love you, Dad. Like
Yeah.
we'll be
Yeah.
your brothers.
Yeah, and
Like
his,
that was
his
cool.
kids,
That was cool.
his kids come up to him and they
That
go,
was
"Dad,
cool.
why are you crying?" Because his two sons are playing, and he goes,
So-
"I used to be a brother."
Well, yeah.
we'll be your
way
brother.
to,
Like that was cool. Like,
way
we'll
to
be your
ruin the
brothers.
ending, Dirt.
No, but it was seriously. Come on, this is not like it's
Spoiler
like,
alerts.
It's like Titanic. We all know the boat sank, right?
Yeah, but I mean that's the best part of the movie.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, listeners. But
Here's something.
it's
Here's something
so
that's,
depressing.
that's-
You know. I mean.
Yeah. So here's something. So when David, so by the way, there are 6 Von Erichs. They did not focus on Chris Von Erich. So
Okay.
Chris Von Erich is not even in the movie. And Kevin Von Erich, who is the Zac Efron character, he was like, Kevin understood why they chose to keep Chris out of it, because like one of the way that he takes his life is very similar in respects to another brother. So they kind of just kept it succinct.
Okay.
And they didn't want to heavy hand it, but there's a scene where Fritz Von Erich is flipping a coin to see who is going to take on Ric Flair for the WCCW championship title.
It was Harley Race.
No. This was after David died.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, like the world
David died
championship,
while-
the world championship, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. It's the WCCW championship title that Ric Flair has.
Yeah.
Fritz Von Erich is flipping to see if Kevin or Kerry Von Erich will get it.
Right.
And he goes, heads is Kevin,
Yeah.
tails is Kerry.
Right.
He flips the coin. You see in slow motion the coin being flipped up, and then the coin like falls out of shot, and then you see that Kerry Von Erich is on TV, right, and he's wrestling.
Yeah.
At the very end, Kerry Von Erich has a quarter, and he puts it on a canoe, and it's tails.
Yes.
So he's like saying like
It was
Kevin
supposed to be
wins.
Kevin.
No, Kevin wins now, and Kevin is the one to tell our story.
Oh shit.
And I thought that was really, really well done.
And that's where he's
people-
sailing ashore, where all his brothers on the
Yeah.
other side is.
And it's
after
probably-
Kerry
it's probably
kills him.
Kevin's it's probably Kevin's way of coping with it, but like it's this wonderful, beautiful scene where he like all of the brothers are there in this like afterlife, this like idyllic Texas setting, and Kerry kneels down on one knee and he goes, "You must be my oldest brother," and it's Jack Jr.
Yeah, Jack
little
Jr.
tiny
died when he was
kid.
like 3, right?
He was 6.
Oh, yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Jr. This little tiny kid shakes his hand, and it's like
He was the first
"Aw."
casualty. He was the
It's
first
so-
casualty of the Von Erich curse.
It's so good.
He died being electrocuted by an electric fence when he was 6 years old, and he was the oldest son of Fritz Von Erich. Yeah.
I thought I was going to be slick when I was younger, and I grew up on 5 acres, and the next door neighbor had 10 acres. They had horses and electric fences. I thought it'd be a good idea one day to spit on an electric fence, and that doesn't work if the goober actually stays stuck to your lip,
Yeah.
and now you've created a full circuit to your face. And it was like a firecracker being held in my teeth and set
Did you
off.
ever watch Ren and Stimpy? You do not piss on the electric fence.
This was way pre Ren and Stimpy. We're talking like
Tommy Boy, you know.
we're talking like 85, bro.
You can pee on a fence. It's all
My
right.
parents probably were like, "Yes, spit on the fence, son."
Oh, so Fritz, before we finish with Iron Claw, would you please? Because I wish they had put it in the fucking movie. Because to me, in this whole story, like, you want a Hollywood ending? Why did they not put the fucking gun store scene in the movie?
Yeah, there were a couple
fucking
ones that
made me mad. No, that made me mad because that's the perfect ending to the story. Because I know you know the story. Will you tell the gun store story about Kevin? Because that was when he made the decision to like change his life, right?
Because I don't know that at all.
there were there were two like stories that could have made it. I mean, I'm sure they took it out because they already had a great movie, but the one where like after and I forget, I don't know if Kerry was the last suicide or not.
I think it was.
or, you know,
I
the
would think it
last
was
death.
after Carrie.
Yeah, or after Chris was before Kerry.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, so Kevin is, the last Von Erich, and he decides to go into a gun store to steal a shotgun. And he walks in, goes to the back, gets a shotgun, and kind of like puts it into his like coat, and goes to walk out. And the gun store owner goes, "We love you, Kevin." And he stopped and looked back at the owner, and the owner was like, with tears welling up in his eyes, he's like, "You don't have to do this, man." And like saw what he was doing. And Kevin just broke down that like it was miles, 120 miles outside of his hometown kind of thing. And this guy knew who he was, walked in, saw him do it, and he was like, "Don't do it, man," and saved his life. and that would have been a great ending. The ending that they have is obviously great, but there's another story that really could have vilified Fritz, and I know why they didn't keep it in. But when Kevin was the last one, he kind of confronted his father, Fritz, about the like toxic masculinity, like generational trauma kind of thing that Fritz put him through. And Fritz said, "Go ahead, kill yourself," and give him a gun. And Kevin said, "It takes more courage being alive."
Oh wow.
And that would have put the nail in the coffin for
Yeah, but they wouldn't have done that because
no.
I mean, Fritz von Erich is still. I mean, as toxic as he was as a father, still one of the greatest wrestling promoters of all time.
See, I like.
Yeah, and then
go ahead.
So how my Fritz story ended was like, Kevin moved to Hawaii with his wife of 40 years, Pam, and started a family. And then he invited all of his like great grandchildren and things like that. He's got like 25 people living on this compound now in Hawaii. And in 2009, the WWE inducted the entire the entire Von Erich family into the Wrestling Hall of Fame. So Chris, David, Mike, Kevin, Kerry, and Fritz, like they're all in the WWE Hall of Fame. So Kevin was the only surviving member, and he got a standing ovation. And I was like, as I was like telling the end of the story, I was like, choke him up. I was like, yeah. it's so beautiful that like, that's how their story ends. Like they're all like, if only they could be alive to be like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm in the Hall of Fame, like the entire family. So that's like, how it ends. Like that happy ending.
I was gonna say, like, I really like how you like recall every detail of that movie because, like, I mean, if I see a sad movie, I tend to watch it, but I don't remember everything about it. Like, I mean, I'm just like, oh, that's sad. Like, I don't really want to pay attention to that. But like, you like know every single detail, and it's like that's. It's like,
Chris, yeah. Well, it was because we were like lying in bed. Decided I was like, oh shit, I've always wanted to see this. Rented it. I pass out like 45 minutes in. The next morning, my wife, Darcy, goes, "Oh, my God, that movie is so good." She stayed and watched the whole thing. Then told her boss, who also works at iHeart, about it. She rented it with her husband, watched it, and they were like, "Oh, my God, what a great movie." And like, so Darcy was the one who was like, "Oh, you got to watch it. Oh, my God, it's so good." And she was all about it. So I then watched it while I was working from home the next day.
So the most important thing for me, scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, from me?
Well,
I'm asking. What do you think? Scale of 1 to 10.
I would say it's a 9.4, 9.5.
Oh,
I mean,
wow,
it's
nice.
you can't ask for a better movie because it's informative. It's a real life story. It's expertly done. They use soft hands when they need to. They use heavy hands when they need to, and just well done. If you don't know anything about it, if you're just a casual wrestling fan, you would love it. And if you just like a good drama, you would love it. So it's got everything for everyone.
Okay, so I'll say this. If you know wrestling, you're probably going to rate this movie way higher.
Very, very highly, yeah.
Yeah.
But even Darcy, who doesn't, Darcy loved it.
I'm going to say if in interest of people who don't know wrestling, I'm going to rate it like an 8.5 to 9.
That's
and the
still
reason
really
why
high.
I'm saying here's the reason. This is a human interest story more than it is a wrestling story.
But there's also Jeremy Allen White.
Allen White,
really handsome, good-looking men
and the
in the prime of their life. Like
Incredible.
It's like even women
Carrie.
would love it.
He plays Kerry Von Erich.
Yeah, even women would love looking at these fucking beautiful men.
I'm also ignoring the fact that they cast a guy that played Ric Flair that was a terrible Ric Flair. The worst fucking Ric Flair ever.
I will counter that with saying that they casted a perfect Harley Race.
They did, yes. Okay.
So there you go.
Okay,
so fuck you, Derick.
He said 9.4, not 10.
God. Chris, what did you think? 1 to 10.
Honestly, like 6 or 5. I mean, it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not a fan.
So
not as much of a
I
fan.
like movies like like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, like blowing up stuff.
Yeah, you're
like
an action movie
blazing,
guy.
the
Yeah.
action movie.
Yeah.
I'm not really much into like into depressing movies and sad stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, but Fritz, keep in mind, Coup d'etat, one of his favorite movie of all time is Tommy Boy.
Yeah, I mean that's that's fine.
Beverly Hills Ninja, like that.
Is he trying to get me a dunk on Chris?
Wait, no, Jeff, Fritz's actually Chris's phone case is Commando.
Oh, nice. It's a great movie.
Yeah. No, it's funny.
Kurt hates it though.
Me and him are talking about movies. This is before I knew that, and I was like, "Yeah, some of those movies you saw as a kid." I'm
that
like,
movie fucking sucks,
I'm like,
man. Oh my god.
Yeah, I told him, it's like, Commando, I watched that as an adult, and I'm like, you don't throw a tube through somebody and smoke them at the end. And he's like, yeah, man.
Some steam, but that movie sucks. Oh my
like,
gosh.
No, but then he says to me, he's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. His phone rings, and he puts his phone up to his ear, and I see Commando on the back of his phone while he's walking away from me.
That's the same thing as me when I had my tile business, walking in talking a bunch of shit about the tile job, and the people being like, "Yeah, I did that with my brother-in-law over a weekend." Oh, sorry, guy. It's fine for a homeowner job. I mean,
Okay, so we talked about Iron Claw. Now the next one that yes, Owen, you saw.
Yep.
And Bushey, you saw.
No, he said he didn't see Roadhouse.
No, didn't see it. I'm just agreeing with whatever you say.
I thought you said you wanted to talk about it.
I wanted to see it, but I haven't seen it yet.
I'll go ahead and do my
I
review
haven't
on it
seen
real
the first one, so that's why I haven't.
You
seen
haven't
it.
even seen the first one?
That's what I said. I haven't actually seen the first one all the way through.
It'll be like 6 weeks before we get his review.
Oh, so Bushey. So Bushey saw Roadhouse and Fritz saw Roadhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I like I said, I love the 1 to 10 rating thing. I believe the IMDb was like a 6 or 5.5. I'm gonna give it like a 7.5. I thought it was a ton of fun, and that's the most thing I have to say about the movie is that it was just fun. They did purposeful camp, which can be cringe and not well done. But like the first, 20, 30, the whole movie's kind of campy. And it is, it's not a sequel. It's a reimagining of the original.
What do you mean campy?
Just kind of goofy on purpose, like or dated on purpose. You know what I mean? Like it felt kind of like the old
Roadhouse was the 80s are becoming the 90s.
Yes, but,
but I mean, let's not contrast the original with,
I was about
this
to say
new one.
the original it was not made to be funny. The original was made to be serious about this guy who is a badass and beats up everybody because he's basically the baddest bouncer there is. And the new one,
Jake Gyllenhaal, is he really that a badass?
Honestly,
dude, have you seen him in that movie?
Yes, dude. Like, I'll be honest with you, he's like Zac Efron ripped in this movie.
Oh no,
yeah.
he's like dehydrated ripped. Like you can see every striation of every muscle. Like it's fucking ridiculous.
So, he's pumped up since Spider-Man.
Isn't Bob Menery in that movie? Like, doesn't he get his Bob
Who?
Menery? The guy does the like Bob Menery, the guy on
what?
like on Instagram.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like the guy, I can't remember what he does.
But the guy.
The guy from Instagram.
Conor McGregor is in it.
Okay, so and Conor McGregor, yes, he's basically playing himself, but even that being said, is a very fun character, and they casted him into the perfect role to play himself.
Is that
what
Dalton?
I mean? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's this like other villain kind of thing that they came up with.
Basically, Conor McGregor is the bad guy, and he plays a great bad guy.
Dalton is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, no. But like I said, overall, I give it like a 7.5. I had a ton of fun with it. It's a really fun reimagining. Spoiler alert. I'll give you a couple of seconds here. So my only real complaint, and it's such a dumb thing, I always focus on like really small shit that probably wouldn't bother anybody else. In the original, they had the cage around the blind musician.
Yeah, Jeff Healey.
Right?
Jeff Healey was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, there's a documentary that my friend Susan Clark is making about Jeff Healey. The first interview she had was with Slash.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway,
he's amazing.
So just to give you an idea of how good the movie is, one of my only complaints is in the original, they had a cage around the entire stage.
Yeah.
this is supposed to be some mega out of control bar. They show people being crazy as fuck. Like they definitely didn't hold to any kind of reality. It feels like an 80s movie or, early 90s movie, but today, they didn't take it too seriously. But the cage for the musicians is just in front of them, and it's only about like 8, maybe 10 feet wide. So if you're literally sitting anywhere other than directly in front of them, you could throw bottles and shit and hit them. And the whole point was like, it's super rowdy place. They're going to throw bottles at the band, so we got to have a cage around. If I remember in the original, there's even a gate they have to go in and out of. Like, it's a full surround cage, and in the remake, it's just like a little 6-foot section of fence in front of them. Stupid. But that's my only complaint. The rest of it was really fun. That's about all I have to say about it. It's a fun movie and a very good reimagining.
So what'd you rate it?
Like I said, like a 7.5.
Really?
Yeah, and that's I feel like that's high for me.
But you like the Von Erich movie better?
I didn't see that one. I said that.
Didn't watch it. Gosh.
I'm going to watch the Von Erich movie over at Roadhouse.
Our host pays no attention to what we're talking about.
Well, I'm what? Are we doing a show now? We're on air?
Fritz, what do you rank the Roadhouse movie?
The new Roadhouse movie I did not enjoy.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Chris, have you seen it?
Have not, but I will soon.
Yeah, you would love you. So if you were not into Iron Claw, you would love the new Roadhouse movie. There's some really good moments in it. There's some really, I think, unforgivable moments in it. And overall, if you go into it expecting to have fun, you're gonna dig it, like totally.
All right,
and
good,
so
yeah.
for that reason, I would probably give it a 6.5, 7. But
I don't think I can watch Roadhouse because go ahead. Because when I see Jake Gyllenhaal, even in the Spider-Man movie, and I love Spider-Man, and he was the villain.
It's Spider-Man. He's not.
It's Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
It's not Spider-Man.
Whenever I see Jake Gyllenhaal,
you don't say Sarah Silverman, do you?
Silverman.
It's not a superhero. Sarah Silverman is not a superhero.
It's Bob Spider-Man.
Peter
Bob
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Uncle
Bib.
Uncle Bib.
It's not Irving Superman. Oh, you remember my old friend Irving Superman?
Yeah.
Superman, you remember him, right?
He lent me $20.
Yeah.
But no, whenever I see Jake Gyllenhaal, all I can think about is his sister, and she kind of annoys me. She looks like
Maggie?
a real life. Yeah.
That's a personal hang-up. That has nothing to do with a movie.
I'm just saying.
Your personal hang-up doesn't come into
I hate his sister. Fuck this
Yeah, I
movie.
get that, yeah.
20 minutes into
She's
the movie.
Damn you.
all I'm
She's too
thinking-
real looking.
She looks like a real life version of Minnie Mouse. And that's all I can think of. If you put ears
Yeah.
on her and she's there.
You are wearing a Disney hat, so I don't know.
Wait a minute. But, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait. But
Thank
I
you,
thought-
Chris. Thank you, Chris.
Wait.
Owen is wearing a Mickey Mouse hat
And
right
I'm
now
an
as he says.
Right, yeah.
Hold on.
Always repping.
I'm a little confused though. Fritz, you said you didn't enjoy it, but you gave it a 7. So that
Yeah.
I mean, 7
well, I was
is,
trying to explain, and then I got railroaded by the cast
sorry.
members who talk on the show every week.
We are not polite
I'm
with
just
how
fucking
we
with
interrupt each other.
We're like
I'm
a
just
bunch
fucking
of
with
wolves here, man. You know.
Yeah, no, there were so the things that I liked about it. Jake Gyllenhaal, he commits to everything, and he's great. How he decided to approach the Dalton character is worth a watch for sure. Nothing but good things to say about him. There was some comic levity, which was good. The fight scenes I thought were so awful, and it was like one of those fight scenes where like it's a CGI gamer's dream, where like every hit lands and you see expressions change on every face, and I thought that was fake and stupid. And then like the handheld camera effect, which is all CGI, immediately goes to the kneecaps, and you see him punch out the kneecaps and then like trip them, and then wide pan as 4 people come out. It was just like get over yourself. And also that opening sequence has Post Malone, who is an out of shape Post Malone, beating up a dude who is like 9'14" and just going to town on this guy. And I was like, what? Like, that's the fucking first shot of your movie? So that ruined it for me.
Okay.
And then Conor McGregor, every time you see him, he's going like a little weasel, and I did not like that either.
So here's the funny thing. I actually agree with everything you just said, but I think that those things
Made it
are
fun?
what was no. I think
Make
those,
it fun.
No, I think those things are the kind of things that were purposely done to make it feel as campy and goofy as the original.
I can see that.
So that was my, because yes, no, there's there are so many scenes throughout the movie where it's like, well, that's fucking stupid, and then you go, but that's what 90s action or mid late 80s action was this goofiness, and it's hard to be bad on purpose and then also be entertaining at the same time. Usually if someone tries to go bad on purpose, it just ends up being bad.
Right.
But no, I do agree with you. Like Post Malone was, but I love Post Malone. So even that very first scene, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Post Malone's a fucking street brawler in this scene. But he's like fat and fucking out of shape and stuff.
Yeah.
But even that, yet again, spoiler alert, the whole mystique of well, shit, these guys haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Go ahead, spoil it.
I saw a clip of it.
But basically, like the fact that he doesn't even fight, and the dude's just like, no, fuck that. Like,
Right, yeah.
that is very stupid.
It just seemed like they wanted to hang out with Post Malone, like kind of like whenever Taylor Swift is in a
Right.
movie, they just
I
want
wanna
to
hang
pay
out with
Taylor
Post
Swift to hang
Malone.
out.
Now, I will
For
say
sure.
the reason I didn't give it a 8 or higher than a 7.5 is the CG is terrible. I mean,
It's really bad.
And I've complained before about how I don't understand where we're getting at now, where we have the best technology available, the people that are most talented at doing this shit, and just garbage coming out that looks like something out of a fucking 2 generation consoles ago video game. You know what I mean? Like the CG is just so obvious. You have a boat flying through the air, and it's like, well, it's hard to get excited that you got a boat flying through the air when you can see it's obviously just some CG bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those movies where it's like we have
Hire Tom Cruise.
too much money to throw into computer graphics,
Tom Cruise can make everything. Yeah. Hire Tom Cruise. Your CG will be amazing.
Well, what I seen from a YouTuber that I respect his opinion, from basically what he said, he did a video about a week ago on exactly what I'm talking about. Why is like CG so bad now? Apparently, it's just the movie studios putting unrealistic release dates on stuff, and they're like, well, it's got to be out by now. This is what you get.
Yeah. So, last thing I want to say for this segment, because Fritz, I think you'll. So this week, Christopher McDonald was on a podcast.
Okay.
And he volunteered some information that he was not. He did not have permission to volunteer, which turned into a giant fucking announcement that we got this week. So Christopher McDonald, most people might know him as a character named Shooter McGavin.
Shooter.
And he was on a podcast, and he volunteered the information. He says, I just read the second treatment of Happy Gilmore 2.
What?
Right.
And he wasn't supposed to say that. So then Adam Sandler had to go on the Dan Patrick podcast and say, he's like, hey, leave him alone. I fucking love him. He wasn't supposed to say it, but now I have to say it. Happy Gilmore 2 is in production for Netflix.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I'm excited and also terrified.
It's going to be good.
I hope they don't pull punches, because that's the only thing I'm worried about is that,
the price is wrong, bitch.
Well, the weird thing is, like, there is shit that comes out now that is like the harshest shit you've ever seen, but for some reason it seems like all these remakes just, no matter how hard they went, they always pull the punches and like soften them up.
Well, whatever Adam Sandler's up to, I mean, he keep doing it. He's doing a bunch of different movies. The latest one, he's like a spaceman on a ship with a big giant spider. And
I have
watched
not
that
seen
one.
that movie. Have you watched that movie?
Yeah, I watched it.
What's it called?
Spaceman, I think.
No, I didn't even heard of that.
It's on Netflix.
Yep.
So the thing was, like Dan Patrick asked him, he's like, why were you so hesitant to like break the news about this? So this is the first time that he has actually done a sequel of a character that he created.
Yeah.
So he's like murder mystery. Like that was something that it was a script that was presented to him. He did it. He did the sequel. So he's never done a sequel of a character he created. So Happy Gilmore 2 is going to be the first time he's ever revisited a character.
And as a fan, growing up in high school, like his CDs were like the shit and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Growing up, when I heard he's got the Netflix deal with so many movies, I was thinking I'm going to see, The Waterboy 2 or Happy Gilmore 2 or something like that. We never got it. We kept getting Serious and whatever.
He made a point in that interview to say, he's like, people kept saying Happy or Waterboy 2, and he's like, there's no more to tell in that story.
Yeah.
He's like, there's nowhere for me to go. He's like, but Happy Gilmore, he's like, he goes, I thought of it. What happened to him? Like, did he keep playing golf? Did he, So there's
hockey?
more for that story to tell. I think Billy Madison might be a story where there's more to tell about that character. What happened?
And that's one thing that excites me is the fact that he knows he could obviously make a ton of money, whether it was good or not, just off of re-releasing a Waterboy 2.
Right,
People are gonna watch it, including myself.
Yeah,
I really respect the fact that he's like, no, that story was complete. It doesn't make sense. There's nothing else. There's nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
So fuck the money. Let me choose one of my stories that can be extended and make sense.
The Billy Madison sequel would be called Bill Madison.
William.
Madison.
Yeah.
That's
William
the third
Jr.
William Madison Jr.
All right. Any other good movies out there that anybody's watched recently you want to bring up?
Yeah, I saw something.
What'd you
What's
see,
that?
Fritz?
I think it came out in like 2002 or something. It's got really, really great reviews. It's got a lot of de-aging, which I think is cool. It's got Diane Keaton and Robert Duvall. It's called The Godfather. Have you guys seen that? It's really weird looking. It was pretty good though. Pretty good. It's got Marlon Brando in it. I don't know how they did that because he's been dead forever.
It's funny that you say that because I actually had never seen Mafia Inc. until just recently.
Oh, yeah.
And that's right there with like the Godfather kind of level. Like it's what 2.5 hours long or something like that. And
they're all like 18 hours long.
but so there's like a lot.
No, I recently watched The Godfather 2, and then I watched the 2020 Francis Ford Coppola reimagining of Godfather 3, which was critically panned, called Godfather Coda: The Death of Michael Corleone, and that was pretty good. I mean, the glaring things that are wrong, obviously, is the absence of Robert Duvall and the presence of Sofia Coppola. But other than that, it was okay.
Hold on.
It was not great, but his re-edited version, like he changes the start of he changes the introduction of the movie and he changes the ending slightly.
Wait, okay, so hold up. I'm unprivy to what you're there's a new Godfather 3?
No, it's something that he re-edited the 1990 movie.
Huh, so it's like a director's cut?
Yeah, it's like a director's cut. Yeah, basically.
Rob Snyder cut.
I haven't, but you said they didn't change much. It's just the start.
No, he changes the introduction of the movie, like the first scene, like the first segment, like the first arrangement, and then the ending.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. I like.
Yeah, and that's like 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. So like the original was like 66, 67 split, and this one is like in the 80s, 88, 86.
I mean,
I love the
it's
Godfather
a lot better.
series. I love the Godfather series. So like.
Yeah, you probably won't like it then.
So hold
Sorry.
on, Fritz. I have to bring this up with you on the air. This, I haven't laughed this hard in forever. So Heather has been watching Yellowstone, right?
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
I got to get going here shortly.
Okay, so real quick, I mentioned to Chris at work, I was like, that Heather's watching Yellowstone, and Chris said, I can't watch Yellowstone in my house.
Yeah.
What?
Explain why you can't watch Yellowstone.
So I can't watch Yellowstone at my because like I have 3 pugs and they go crazy. And whenever they see animals on TV, like it doesn't matter what type of animal it is,
Yeah.
they bark like crazy, man. And it's
awesome.
so
He's like-
loud, so loud. I can't even hear the TV. I can't hear my own voice. And it's like okay,
He's like, I'm watching Yellowstone. Then a horse comes on the screen and fuck my life.
yeah, all 3 of them just kind of they attack each other, man. It's insane. mean?
So I guess you don't watch Homeward Bound much.
No, or Lion King, or whatever. Braveheart, or whatever.
Animated?
Even animated animal. That's
Oh
all
yeah,
those-
yeah,
What
yeah,
the
like,
fuck?
yeah, Lion King. Oh, if I put on Lion King, this is game over, man.
There's something wrong with your dogs.
They'll be dead asleep and they'll.
They can smell them on the TV. Pumbaa? Mine go crazy with the doorbell, not with stuff on TV.
Yeah.
But
Well, our doorbell's about to go off pretty soon because pizza's about to be here.
All right.
So, all right, Fritz. We're gonna go back to watching WrestleMania. Hey, what's your prediction tonight? Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins versus The Rock and the Bloodline.
Is that for a tag team championship?
So if The Rock and Roman Reigns win, then tomorrow night's championship bout between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns will be a Bloodline no holds barred match.
I have no idea. I haven't watched wrestling in forever now.
If Cody and Seth Rollins win, then the Bloodline will be banned from ringside.
Yeah, they're going to be banned. I have no idea.
I don't think so.
Yeah, of course not, because they want people to tune in tomorrow.
They want The Rock to be at ringside tomorrow night. I think
sure.
The Rock and Roman Reigns win
The
tonight.
Rock is cooking.
I think The Rock and Roman Reigns win tonight, so that tomorrow night when Cody does win it and rights the ship and finally becomes the first Rhodes family member to be the WWE champion, he does it with all of the interaction with The Rock and the Bloodline, and he overcomes all that. And Mama Rhodes is at the ringside, and she sees the whole thing happen. And I think Dusty smiles down from heaven like Chubbs with the alligator with one eye.
Mm-hmm.
And Abe Lincoln.
Carl Weathers, RP.
I'm about to pee myself here.
All right, Fritz, thank you for joining in the conversation.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
It was
Love
fun,
you guys.
bro.
Love
All
you,
right.
Fritz.
Love you, man.
All right, dude. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Hitman Hart, excellence of execution forever. Best there is, best there was, best there ever will be.
Yeah. All right. See you, buddy.
See you, jabroni.
Man.
All right.
Love you.
Bret the Hart, the excellence of execution, the best there is, the best there was, the best there will be. But.
Who's
But-
Who's butt?
Beavis and Butthead.
We're about to go to break, and I think there's only one thing I can think.
Play my pee intro music. I want theme music for my next urination.
You smell what The Rock
Perfect.
is cooking.
You listen to Pop Culture Radio. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Pop Culture Radio. Woo! We took a long break because we have some disturbing news to announce to everybody. The Rock won. The Rock and Roman Reigns beat Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins
Spoiler alert.
in the main event of WrestleMania Saturday night, which means that tomorrow night it will be a Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns title match. Bloodline rules.
What
Which
is
I don't
that-
know what that means.
No, I was going to say, what does that mean?
It means there's going to be no disqualifications. The Rock and the rest of the Bloodline, which is Solo Sikoa and Jey Uso, will be at ringside with Paul Heyman, which means that Cody will have a whole bunch of guys outside the ring fucking with him the whole time he tries to beat Roman Reigns. And I think there's only one person I can think of that I want to call and see how they feel about this.
Is this a 90-year-old person?
Are you calling Derek?
No. Call my grandmother. We gotta wish her a happy birthday anyway. And we'll say The Rock won that match just for her.
He dedicated it to her in the ring afterwards.
You know what? She might have went home with somebody.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello, Grandma. Are you there? I'm going to count to 3. You need to answer the phone. 1, 2, 3. Well, it works with the boy. All right, Grandma. You must be out with a hot date, hot man, on the eve of your 90th birthday. I'm here at the radio show with everybody. Say hi to her.
Happy
Hello.
birthday.
Hello.
Bushey's here, Mr. Whiskers. He really wants to talk to you.
Hey, how you doing, Grandma?
But obviously, you're still out having a party, and
Happy birthday.
I hope he's a gentleman to you, whoever you bring home. I don't know. Anybody want to say anything else?
Yeah, I hope that the guy that she took home has like a,
Viagra?
Yeah.
I hope he's working with a lot downstairs.
Cialis?
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
there you go.
I don't know. Obviously, she's passed out or still with him. So one of the two. So she had a good night.
You guys are terrible people.
Happy 90th birthday, Grandma. I'll call you again tomorrow when it's actually your birthday.
Right when I'm about to hang up, she's going, hello.
Hello? Are you there? No, she's not there.
That's nice.
All right, Grandma. I'll talk to you later.
It's worth a shot, right?
Yeah, that's worth
Okay.
a shot.
All right.
Oh, well.
Well, hopefully that makes her laugh.
Or, hey, maybe she died.
God damn it.
You should wait for me to hang up before you say that.
Oh, whoops. I hope not, Grandma, because you're 90 years old. And
I already hung up.
oh, okay. All right, good. Thank you for
that's not on her answer machine.
I don't really hope she dies, but if it happens, she's 90. So.
Old people
It's
die.
not unexpected.
Part of life, So
Yeah, she remembers the when there wasn't commercial air flight.
I mean, if I'm her, I'm like begging for it at this point. I'm
You're
already-
not her, and you're begging for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm already like right there. Like,
Well, hey, she was born in 1934. That's so long ago. I have a couple things on here. I was going to ask her whether she was older than this or younger than this. A couple things here. The Dust Bowl. Do you remember when that happened in the Midwest? When
I don't remember, but I know what it is.
Well, you know what it is. All right.
Yeah.
Is my grandmother older than the Dust Bowl, or is the Dust Bowl older than my grandmother?
Dust Bowl is older than your grandmother.
1 year older. 1
Yeah.
year older than this. 1934. The Social Security Act. Do you think my grandmother is older than that?
She's older than that.
yo,
She is. Yeah, 1935 that came out. All right. This one I was a little shocked at. Donald Duck. Donald Duck, older than my grandmother or younger than my grandmother?
Donald Duck is younger than your grandmother.
No, actually, he's older. He
Really?
prepared
Yeah.
first in the beginning of 1934. Just a few
Oh, okay.
months.
Okay.
A few months ago.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, I don't know. I had a bunch of things here. Here's a dozen eggs. How much does a dozen eggs cost now? Like $5? $6?
$3.20 something.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
really? It's like
I thought it'd be more. I don't
$4.
know.
Yeah, $4 or $5 usually. I thought
90?
But no, I lie because I always buy the 18 pack.
Right,
That's why-
right,
yeah,
right,
That's why
yeah.
I'm thinking that.
Well, 90 years ago,
6 cents.
38 cents, and that is
Oh my God.
that is equivalent to $7.22 today.
So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so it was actually costing them more. Even
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
so, yeah.
White bread, 1 pound of white bread.
A pound. Who buys bread by the pound?
I guess they did back in the 30s. That's when
That's a lot
like
of bread,
five,
right?
Like 5 cents. I don't know.
8 cents. You're close.
You're in the neighborhood.
I mean, how much is a loaf though? How many loaves does it take to make a pound?
I don't know. Yeah, there's pretty
12?
light. Yeah.
12 loaves of bread? Who eats that?
How about
That's what I'm saying, dude. Think about it. A pound of a loaf of bread
Bunch
weighs
of
nothing.
Mexicans.
It's like 2 ounces.
sliced
Not
bacon?
that I know.
A pound of sliced bacon.
No, I buy bacon by the pound.
Oh, God.
How much does it cost now?
Back then,
42 cents.
Well,
I want to
back-
say like 3 cents.
No, that man's right on the money. 41 cents.
Really?
I know bacon.
I thought bacon was.
I
Don't
know.
question me about bacon.
Yeah, I
guys.
know bacon. I know bacon so well. I know about bacon before I was born.
I thought bacon was like trash meat back then, though.
Yeah, but it still
We're like
tastes
Ron
good.
Swanson over here. Okay.
That's like, I just seen this whole big article on Facebook. I think I even shared it that lobster used to be considered like the trash food up in like Maine and stuff.
Oh yeah, it was like the cockroach of the sea.
Yeah, I was like,
It is a
we
cockroach.
don't eat
I
this.
love
Here, we'll
lobster,
give it to
though.
the servants.
And then finally, 10 pounds of potato, a 10-pound bag of potatoes, 19 cents. So, anyway, it was a different world back then. And
a lot of French fries.
Yeah. So, okay, I was born in 79. So, in 2069 is basically like what she's, like the time frame for
gotcha.
us to her equivalent.
What, you've done
20s?
2069s?
If we make it to 2069, we'll be 90 basically.
Yeah, that's what I'll be 90.
I will be 90 in 2067.
2067.
Yeah.
Man, do you think this is a little morbid? Do you think we're going to make it to 90?
No.
Wait.
I'll tell you now.
No,
I'm
it'll be
not.
2068.
What
Sorry,
year?
yeah.
What year were you?
78, yeah.
So, yeah,
I'll be
60. Yeah, minus
2068, yeah.
2082, I'll be 90.
I'm really hoping we get famous in like the next year or two because I'm only making it the next like 5 years, and I'm out.
You're like, I need my next 5 years to be awesome.
I got a 5-year plan, and even if it works out, I'm still out.
This story still ends in death.
Yeah,
Every story.
because I'm
ends with that.
either I'm gonna go out on top, or I'm gonna go out because I'm not on top.
That's what she said.
I mean, I'm either going to go out on top or I'm going to go out on top of a van from the 4th floor while the news cameras are shooting.
I'm gonna go out on top of a shark.
All right.
On top of a shark.
Yes.
P Diddy, is that what?
well,
I'm going to go out trying to fuck a shark.
That yet
That
again?
one- that
P
one
Diddy.
hurt.
I bet you P Diddy has fucked a shark.
Go. Before we get to the wrapping cap and wrapping it up with Bushey,
Okay.
tell me about this P Diddy thing. I know P
So-
Diddy is supposed. Hold on, he's supposed to be like a Walmart version rapper. Like everybody is safe to listen to him, right?
No, I wouldn't say
He's
that.
like Will Smith that fucked a bunch of people.
All right, so no, Diddy more is a producer, than anything. He produces the music more than he raps. P Diddy doesn't really rap or really never rapped much. He did like
No.
a verse here and there.
He
like-
just dances to the song to songs made by the Police with a beat behind it.
that makes sense. Anything weird.
Every breath you take.
From now on, after what's happened, anytime anybody says anything weird, you'd be like, "Oh, he's being like Diddy." So basically, what happened is that the feds raided both his L.A. and Miami, yeah, his Miami and L.A. estates at the same exact time, synchronized raids, across the country. They arrested his kids, and he's currently on the run, and nobody really knows where he is. There's a few theories.
8 hours ago, they said he was right back in Miami in his
Did they
house.
get him?
He's chilling out like nothing's going on.
No,
That's what it said.
I highly doubt that. Just for the fact that so many accusations have come at him recently that are so horrific. If they're not true, somebody of his status with his money would have crazy defamation lawsuits going on right now.
Would have dispelled that.
Yeah,
immediately.
100%. And instead, there's like settlements that he's come to recently, and then there's like other people that he didn't come with settlements to. And
This is from the Mirror, but 6 hours ago they posted P Diddy relaxes by his Miami pool after son hits out on sexual assault claims.
After his son gets out.
I guess hits out is what
I
it
don't
says.
know. So I will say this: they're saying sex trafficking, but apparently the laws.
He gave him a bus pass, so it wasn't trafficking.
Well, no, but apparently laws.
He's the only one who
I got it.
So I don't know exactly because I don't know all the laws surrounding sex trafficking and their little nuances and stuff, but I've heard the people that are kind of like in the know, the rap YouTubers that I've seen are saying that they're saying sex trafficking, but it kind of is more akin to just like Diddy hiring prostitutes for people he knows. But that doesn't go into all the stuff about him possibly having sex with Justin Bieber and
Wait, what?
paying other people.
Hold
Oh,
on,
I mean,
hold
they
on.
brought.
What the?
Yeah, they're saying that Diddy had sex with Justin Bieber and that T.I. was involved in something, and there's pictures of him making out with P. Diddy. And
That makes sense. He said, "I'll grab you by the collar quick." That's what he was doing. It was Justin Bieber. He was grabbing by the collar, to, like make him
Well, and it's hard because you never know when something
You're right, it's
crazy
hard.
happens, like what all to believe and what not to believe. But it's not looking good just on the facts. Like I said, that if with everything that's coming at Diddy, you would think there would be defamation lawsuit crazy right now.
Right.
If at least some
If
of
it
this
was
shit
bullshit,
wasn't true.
right.
And then, by the way, the feds don't just simultaneously raid two
Both
of your
of your
houses
houses.
Right.
in different
If
states
you're
at
not
the
doing-
same
if you're not
time.
doing anything
The
wrong,
feds don't do
right.
anything until you're done for, just so you
Yeah,
know.
exactly, yeah.
Once the feds come for you, it's over.
Yeah, it's like it's a,
Yeah,
once
like
the-
you're
once
screwed. You're-
once you
yeah.
have an indictment, it's
Yeah,
because
the-
they
the-
have enough.
The trial
Yeah.
is just a formality if the feds
Right.
raided your mansions.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
all right. Back to the Justin Bieber thing, because that blows my mind. I mean, what was it when he was a little kid? Because he's been famous for a while.
I don't know, like I said, all the intricacies, and I'm going off of YouTube stuff that
Yeah.
I've seen, so this is probably a terrible source of any kind of fact.
No,
but,
that's where
you know,
news comes
there's a
from.
lot of stuff saying that, you know, that was a thing that happened.
I wonder if they were listening to some of Justin's songs, like "Where Do I Fit
And
In,"
it was it was definitely
or "We're in this together."
well. The thing is now they're also trying to like. They're saying like, well, wow, if Diddy was into all this and it's all about Diddy parties and there's so many people that have been talking about how awesome Diddy parties are, you know, that there's a lot of people possibly connected to this.
Yeah, I did see something on here. It said Usher was doing a long time ago, I guess, did an interview with Howard Stern, and
Yeah.
he says, I guess Usher went to live with him for a year. His mom sent him there,
Yeah.
and he said some crazy shit went on there, and he didn't.
Oh, yeah.
he didn't talk about anything specific, I don't think. But
I
he's-
mean,
No, but he said, What somebody asked him that, would you let your kids live with P Diddy? And he said, absolutely not.
so, yeah, shit's going down now. You mentioned like he might not have been actually like buying people from across the ocean and selling them into the sex slave.
and I don't know that I heard underaged either, other than like that's separate. I didn't hear sex trafficking of minors. It was like
Just
sex
sex-
trafficking and also
And this sort
The
of
Justin
reminds
Bieber
me
thing
of
separately.
what happened to Vince McMahon here not too recently.
well, no.
well, hold on. I mean,
Wait, P Diddy had a butt plug named after Brock Lesnar?
And you can't say you can't say happened to somebody who's a sex trafficker or that horrible of a person. Nothing happened to them. They happened to somebody else.
Okay,
Exactly.
that's good. I'm
They,
saying,
yes, they happen to multiple people. Yeah.
but I'm saying that you're saying like P Diddy just was hooking his friends up with hookers and whores and stuff. I mean, that's sort of what Vince McMahon was doing with his wrestlers, hooking them up with a girl that was willing. So, are you not allowed to get your friends laid anymore without getting in trouble?
Well,
Apparently not if you pay for it. Unless you film it and say it's a porno.
No.
then you're-
The difference is when you're hooking your friends up with employees of yours and making them believe that this is what they have to do to stay employed with your company.
Yeah, you can't do
That's
that
what was.
Oh,
going
you
on.
can't do that.
No.
Oh, yeah, you can do it. You can. No, you can't.
Oh, it's like, well, there goes my 5-year plan.
Well, I've got to have a talk with Brittany when I get home. But all right, so I mean, is he on the out list? Like, are we not allowed to listen to P.
Oh,
Diddy
the whole
now?
thing now is no Diddy. Like everything is no Diddy. Like anything that's bad is just no Diddy.
Oh, Biggie Smalls is rolling around in somewhere in his grave.
Oh no, there's
Or
or there's a story also that
He was involved?
P Diddy was involved in the deaths
Both
of
of them.
Tupac and Biggie both.
Huh.
Yeah.
He
Which
also,
would make sense because he made a killing off of when Tupac died.
No pun intended.
Then it was when Tupac died, then it was like, oh, Biggie, and then Biggie died, and he made even more money.
and one of the biggest songs is the dedication song to Biggie.
Every breath you take,
Yeah.
I miss you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so much surrounding that guy, and the thing is, he's been in that industry for so long, and so many people are tied to him that now, of course, everybody else's name is getting dragged into this. And I'm not saying that I've heard anything specific, but of course, you're hearing like Jay-Z and T.I.
Yeah.
and I mean I even heard 112, which I was like, really, the R&B guys? That's kind of funny. I wouldn't. You don't think about that, but
so we're going to get a bunch more drill rap then out of all this.
No.
no. What's coming is
I learned a new term.
a bunch of sad stories and I wouldn't say heroes. I don't think any of these people are my heroes, but it's going to be sad that people that you enjoyed their music. It's going to be like an R. Kelly thing, but on a much larger scale. Like, you can't really like R. Kelly music anymore.
But now it's going to be like, you can't like this entire label of music.
Yeah, like I said, because you're talking more producer than just an artist themselves, and you're talking about a producer that's touched
Justin Bieber.
many artists, and maybe
like, goddamn Mace.
Yeah, maybe
Mace too.
Yeah, no, I heard
Come
Mace.
on, Mace.
I've heard a.
He's a preacher now. He has a whole church.
I've heard a lot of names, but yet again, YouTube shit.
I
only believe about 20%.
Sunday service. Preacher Mace, didn't Puff Daddy touch you in an inappropriate manner? Oh, please, all the congregation, please pray for Brother Mace. Puff Daddy touched him on his wiener. It ruined his life. Wish Puff Daddy touched his wiener. Pray for Mace so that Puff Daddy's fingerprints will come off of his wiener so he can join Brother Jesus in heaven. Please pray for Puff Daddy's fingerprints to come off of Brother Mace's wiener. Everybody, please pray.
This is what WrestleMania does to people.
We got macaroni and cheese in the green room, everybody.
Oh, goddamn.
All right.
Come have some potato salad and pray for the Puff Daddy fingerprints to come off of Brother Mace's wiener.
Brother Mace turned into Brother Face. All right. Well, we'll be. I'll be interested to hear from y'all because I don't pay attention to the news. What happens? There's a part of me that just says I hope that none of this is true and Diddy's not a bad guy. But
like I said, the feds don't raid 2 different mansions in 2 different states.
I'm happy to say
just because they saw something on YouTube.
I got raided once
By the feds?
By who?
Apopka City Police.
That's like getting raided by nothing, really.
It was pretty true. It was pretty true. Anyway.
That's the only kind of raid that you can have where after the raid, you're sitting in your house going, holy shit, did that happen? And then there's a knock at your door, and then one of the cops goes, hey, don't leave my can of Skull on your counter.
You got raided by like mall security.
It was pretty surreal day because I woke up in the morning. I got pretty much a knock on the door, and there was a bunch of police with the guns, and they go through my house and my backyard, and then they leave, and then I get a phone call from NASA to get my badge so that I could go to NASA whenever I want. So it was a weird day, but anyway, that's my life. So
I'm just happy to say that no matter what happens with P. Diddy, it won't change any of the music I listen to because I never listened to that guy in the first place. Like, he's so inconsequential to me. I'm like, okay, you're the guy from that Godzilla film that sampled the Led Zeppelin song for the theme of Godzilla.
I mean,
I don't remember that at all.
For a long time, he's been more on the poppy side. You know what I mean? Than anything.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't really affect the music that I listen to at all.
Like, I didn't listen to R. Kelly, so when people are like, oh, cancel R. Kelly, I'm like, done. Didn't listen to him in the first place. And they're like, oh, you got to cancel P. Diddy. I'm like, you got it.
See, so
Didn't listen to it in the first place.
I used to really like R. Kelly, but like, I mean, I probably hadn't listened to R. Kelly in 5 or 10 years before all that shit happened. So
You're like,
it
you
wasn't like
realize
I didn't really lose
this
anything.
guy was pissing on girls in his basement? I'm like,
Hey, did you listen to the lyrics?
he told you that in his songs. Like he was telling you, like, one of his songs was called "I'm gonna piss on this 14-year-old in my basement." Like, that's how, like, he was pretty, like,
Out there?
Out there, in
yeah,
the songs,
out there
yeah.
saying it.
One of the YouTubers is just going through naming all the people that he could think of associated with Puffy, and he'd be like, name something like, oh no, not that, so, and I think he said Jodeci, it's like he named some of the other ones like Jagged Edge, anyone that had any kind of song with some kind of sexual lyrics at all, he's like, oh, them too.
He's like, how does Faith Evans feel about what's going on right now?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Sip it down. Sip it down.
Is it rapper cap time now?
I think it
I
is.
think so, yeah.
I'm spent, man.
All right. Let's do rapper cap. What we got?
Oh, shit. I never sent you the fucking booty clapper.
You better send that shit to me.
All right. Talk for 2 minutes while I...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do that.
Okay. it was just Easter last weekend. That's why we didn't do a show.
Yeah.
And I got to. This was my first Easter with my daughter.
Oh yeah,
obviously,
how
and
was
my
that?
Boy.
Congrats.
It was fine. She don't, I think, understood the story that I told, but I made sure I told Jackson. He understood it. How the Egyptians and the Romans created Jesus, a bunny human hybrid, and he was supposed to lay golden eggs for everybody, but instead they were chocolate eggs, and they liked them. They were good, but eventually it went from milk chocolate to dark chocolate, and the Romans hated that and therefore crucified him. Right?
I mean, that's the way I understood it.
Yeah, exactly.
Never heard that story before, but had I, maybe I wouldn't have just been watching baseball and drinking whiskey last weekend.
Like I said before, it's just weird. It's just weird for me, not being someone of faith. That it's wild, when you are not of that belief or faith to listen to the stories and see what people believe is
the story
is
of
wild.
Jesus, the Son of God, Son is the key word, dying for 3 days, then coming back to life. Do you know what that is?
What?
A fairy tale.
No.
I know the answer's not bullshit, but that's
I'm
where you're
sorry.
leading me to.
Resurrection.
No, what's the story?
The story is back in the day before we had writing and stuff. We had to tell our kids and stuff when to plant our crops, when to do this, when to do whatever.
Okay.
So in the sky, when winter's about to stop and the sun starts to go the other direction for 3 days, it stops. It doesn't keep going to the right. It stops for 3 days. Then it goes the other way. The sun dies. Then comes to life again in 3 days. And on that third day, the sun is born right where the Virgo constellation is on the horizon. So the sun is born from the Virgin. That's how they knew what to do, when to plant their shit. We don't look at the sky anymore. And then religion took all these stories that we would pass down. That's why the virgin birth is in every fucking culture out there, way before Christianity, because the sun, S-U-N, comes up out of the Virgin constellation. And that's when we know, hey, we're going to plant again. We're going to live. Rebirth. Yay, Jesus. I don't know if they said Jesus back then, but anyway, it's about the sun and the stars. Anyway, keep going. Rapper cap, buddy.
Okay. I feel way more educated than I should right now.
I wish they would teach.
I feel
that
like
church.
I'm in college again. And I'm about to fuck my
I'm sorry. I hate lies.
my professor. You just get me.
What are we gonna do? Hold on.
No.
So, Rapper Cap, the wacky game show where I come up with some fake rap names or some real rap names because
This
there's a lot of crazy
isn't a
rap.
special rapper cap where we guess who P. Diddy touched.
No.
I
should have done that, though. No, I mean, next week on Owen and Dirt's Popper Culture Radio, who did he touch?
Diddy Diddle?
Diddy.
Diddy Diddle.
Who Diddy Diddle?
Right in the middle, little.
That's my new rap name.
Who Diddy Diddle?
I'm going to cut a track tomorrow. My new rap name is Who Diddy Diddle.
Right in the middle, little.
And
diddly
all my
diddle.
songs are going to be on Dr. Seuss style. Who Diddy Diddle? Who Diddy Diddle? Cindy Lou Who?
country singer.
Did Cindy Lou Who diddle diddle? Diddy diddle?
God damn it.
Oh, Cindy Lou Who? Who diddy diddle?
Someone's drunk.
That's a great
And all the Who's down in Whoville asked the other Who's, who diddy diddle? And the Who said, Diddy diddle. Diddy diddle Cindy Lou Who, and Cindy Lou Who said, no, Diddy diddle Cindy Lou Who. And there's just a bunch of people with weird fucking shit painted on them trying to say that Diddy didn't diddle them. And no one believes them. Because
Nobody.
Diddy diddled everybody. How can you say it wasn't you?
No, Diddy, no.
The night before diddling and all through the house.
Oh, my God.
There's a cat in the hat. Someone's getting jacked off in a fucking broom closet.
Justin Bieber was hiding like a mouse.
Rapper Cap!
But then P. Diddy lurked around
Cap.
the house.
The Grinch jacked me off in an Uber. I have no idea how I got here.
third segment.
I will say, because I only drink when I'm here, after not having a show for, this is the third week in a row, these drinks feel a lot stronger than they normally do.
Well, good. That's the only way we can get through this.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and go Chris, Owen, Dirt. First, we got Waka Flocka Fame.
Wait,
Waka Flocka Fame.
you say Waka Flocka Fame?
Yes. Chris?
Cap.
What? No. It's the.
No, because he mispronounced it.
Oh.
Well, hold on. I'm sorry if I called that out.
I've heard Waka something.
Wait. Flocka?
Waka
Like
Flocka Flame.
Wait, Waka Flocka is a rapper. Waka Flocka is not.
Waka Flocka is the third colored Muppet on Sesame Street that comes out.
No, that's fucking Fozzie, and he says Waka Waka.
Oh, that's right. That's right. But I like the other ones that one will say like sun, and then this one will come over here and say shine, and then he'll say sun. They'll get a little closer and shine, and eventually he'll be like sunshine, and it's like yay.
We're going down the wrong path.
I'm
right now.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Wait,
I have a
if
lot
he
of-
meant to say Waka Flocka Fame, then that's a cap.
I was going to say, I'm going to have to change my booty clapper to something with murder in it to fucking bring this back up again, because this is going bad.
Oh, don't make me get on Yo Gabba Gabba. Okay, I'm gonna say Waka Flocka Flamer guy is rap is real.
I'm saying
Yeah,
cap.
I'm
If
I'm
he,
saying
the
real.
way he pronounced it, I'm saying cap.
It is Cat because of the way I pronounced it.
Ah, see?
I just thought you had
yeah.
a lisp.
No.
Even he said no. Waka Flocka Flame is a real rapper.
Yeah.
You're,
All right.
you're in tricky now. All right.
All right, next we got Dreddy Kruger. Dreddy Kruger.
Black guy? I don't know.
Please let that be a real rapper.
Yeah, that's a real rapper.
So, Dreddy Kruger. No, I'm again. You're on your couch. You're going through the movies.
I'm always on my couch, apparently.
Well, you're
Topless.
You can't see the TV well from your bed, so you're on your couch.
How do you know? You been to his bed?
I'm in his room.
Everybody's
all
been
the
in
time.
my bedroom.
Okay,
Including his grandmother.
you made it.
Happy 90th.
You made it up. That's a cap. There's no Dreddy Kruger, but there should be.
I'm saying rap because I hope it's a real rap. I hope there's a Dreddy Kruger.
There is a Dreddy Kruger.
Oh!
I hate this game.
Get him on the show. I want to interview that guy.
All right, next we got Lil Dibby.
Little
Lil Dibby.
cap.
Little Debbie. Obviously, it's a play on Little Debbie, and it's probably a fat guy because Lil is
400
ironic.
pound dude, yeah.
Lil Dibby.
Very rotund fella.
About like 5'4", 400 pounds.
And whenever he goes to the movies, he orders dibs. Those little
Yeah.
crunch things.
He puts away like 6-star crunches in the setting.
Hey,
Crunch Trap Supremes.
don't talk shit about
Star
Star
Crunches
Crunches.
are so weird. Like
Boxes.
I like them, but I don't. I
Dude.
don't understand Star Crunches.
Stick them in the microwave for like 15, 20 seconds. It'll change your world.
And even though his name
That
is
does- yeah, but-
Lil Dibby, he still knows oatmeal pies can suck a dick.
I like oatmeal pie.
I'm gonna say rap. No, what was it? Where was it? Cap. I don't know. It's both. He's both.
I'm saying cap.
Repeat the name.
Lil
Dibby.
Dibby.
Lil Dibby.
God, I'm hungry.
Little Debbie's cousin.
Cap.
And Dirt, you said
I said cap.
that is Cap.
Yeah.
Ah.
So here's the funny part about Waka Flocka Fame and Lil Dibby.
Yeah.
Up until a week ago, all of these games I've done just off of my own personal knowledge, other than the only thing I ever looked up was names I made up to make sure they weren't real, unbeknownst to me.
Yeah.
Waka Flocka Fame and Lil Dibby are Waka Flocka Flame and Lil Dicky,
Yeah.
but that was if you just look up crazy rapper names, that's what they've got it listed as with their pictures. Like they have their names wrong, the real people. Oh Lord! So
Oh,
I
that's
thought that
great.
was kind of funny.
10 new rappers with the most ridiculous names.
Well, don't look it up because
I'm
anyway.
sorry.
Yeah, don't cheat, you
God damn it.
motherfucker.
I could cheat. I'd still lose.
You motherfucker.
My game isn't very complicated. Okay.
You just said do a search for crazy rapper names.
No, I said I did. I didn't
Oh.
say you should.
He didn't say, Owen, spoil my game for me.
I mean,
My
at
bad.
this point, you might need to though. It's just-
I mean, at this point, he could, and he would still lose.
oh Lord! All right, next
He would psych himself out of the right answer.
next we've got cunning linguists.
Oh.
Oh.
Cunning linguists.
Oh, that's a play on the coochie eating. Right?
Is that like Superman? Cooch eating. Cooch eating. Is that one word?
That's one word.
You into that cooch eating?
Cooch eating. It's a new music fest.
Hey, I'm Chief Cooch eating.
Smells like fish there.
Listen,
Started in the 60s.
Tony Ironman says,
All right, so cunning linguists. Rapper Cap.
Cap.
I think that's a group. I think that's like a barbershop quartet.
Barber
rap.
Shat Quartet.
Barber shit quartet.
Barber shit quartet.
So I'm going to say rap. Rap.
Dirt cunning linguists.
That's. I'll be disappointed in the entire genre of hip hop if there's not a group called Cunning Linguists. So I will say rap.
That is rap.
Yeah. I'm on a roll.
So yeah,
Even black guys
two-
know the terms for eating pussy. And if you haven't named your group after eating pussy at some point, like
You're not
somebody.
You're not rock and roll, you know?
Yeah. Somebody has gone to their buddies and gone, hey, in AP English today, we are learned about cunning linguists. And they go, that's our new rap group. Get a DJ now.
All right, so Owen's got 2, Chris has 3, and Dirt has a perfect score of 4 so far. Last but not least, are you guys ready? Lil Poopy.
No way.
Lil Poopy.
Well, you have diarrhea a lot? Come on now.
Somebody jumped out from around the corner the other day. I let out a little poopy.
Lil Poopy just performed in my toilet before I came here.
I've never had a Little Poopy.
That's always been a lot of poopy.
Yeah. Big guy.
Major Poopy.
What are we doing?
What's the poopy? Get out now.
All right, so Lil Poopy, rapper Cap.
Rap. Why not? I'll mix it up.
Can I ask one question, sir?
No.
Damn it.
Does poopy mean something else in the rap culture?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Shitty music.
So I don't think a rapper would name himself a little like turd. Little shit pile.
Little shit. Little shit.
I mean, we did it. What was the last one I did? We had hold up. We had the shorty shit bag. So I mean,
I'm gonna
That's
say
my new rap name is MC. I'm a piece of shit.
I'm gonna say Cap. It can't be real. little
I'm
poopy.
gonna say Cap too because
Shanoopy. Shapoopy.
Lil Poopy is real.
Oh.
So we got a tie between Chris and Dirt, and Owen, you only got 2.
Whatever. Lil Poopy is about, I don't know, 6 inches tall, and it stinks.
my new rap name is DJ. I'm gonna go fuck myself.
If your name was DJ, I'm gonna go fuck some other people. Just call you Diddy.
DGIGFM.
What?
IGFM.
There's no way I could do acronyms.
I go to
right
fuck
now.
myself. All right. That's a good positive gem there. So, all right.
All right, so this week we're going a little more positive on the booty clapper, as requested by our host.
It's all about people that have AIDS.
No, I don't think there's one reference of killing in this song. So one of our main listeners, Derick, and his wife, Jessica, celebrated anniversary recently, so this is dedicated to them.
Ooh.
The song is called KISA. It's an acronym for
A wedding
for
anniversary?
Knight in Shining Armor.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I know a lot of times we cut them off. I'd kind of appreciate if we could listen to this whole song. I don't know if we'll get hit for that or what, but like, this is a perfect song.
By the way, this guy Ritz, he looks like he's rhythm guitar for the Allman Brothers.
Mom and dad got split up, but she was just a kid. She lost her trust. Her trust, her relationship, the unfaithfulness, it was a shame. Both people cheated, leaving her a non-believer and falling in love. She was jaded since day one, looking for someone to blame. She really never had shit, she don't give a fuck about how much you got. She don't care if it's a little bit of life than it was she bought. She been lied to so many times by guys and guys who try to be something they not. I kept the real song, hoping that she let me get a shot. I told her I ain't gonna try to fill her head up with a fairy tale. And I know that she was scared as hell to let your guard down, so you gotta wear a shield. Cause every meal that ever said it was gonna be forever bailed. The pops left out the door so fast like a jetpack. Was on his back, got abused by a stepdad. The only way to get attention was a sex act. Mama never taught her to respect herself, she had to learn on her own. Had a lot of obstacles and burials to her to known. Beneath the surface was a girl in search of true love. She's a queen that deserves to be crowned. I can recall the first time I seen her, I was an hour. It's like I had a crystal ball, was a her and I. And I ain't trying to say you better have the perfect
damn
life
it, dude.
because I heard
Yeah,
my
bro,
girl,
this-
cause I'm gonna be your light, you shining normal.
And everything will be okay.
Together we gon' fight through all your problems
Until they all know.
Dude, his lyrics, though,
He's a monster. He's in my top 3.
wow.
Everything will be okay. You find me right.
It only gets better. Get ready.
She's the one, she's my
Soulmate.
We both used to be heavy on the drugs until we finally got each other clean. Used to fuck on a Hemi, now I'm twin bed. Then we made love on a California king. Had to share a car, working double shift. Christmas came around, couldn't buy each other gifts. Summertime couldn't turn on the AC. Fans blowing in the face while we eating frozen fish. Had to go pretend like we had our own place. Saving up to stay up in a cheap motel. Now we got a 2-car garage, 3 cars, big house, paying bills. We don't need no help. 65-inch TV, she don't care about the money. She just love me and I feel the same for her. Told her she don't gotta work, he can feed up. She just about to get the life she deserves. Cause I'm gonna be your light, you shining.
Singing his own hooks and shit.
Yeah.
Everything will be okay. Together we gon' fight through all your problems until they all go away. Cause I'm gonna be your light and shining normal. And everything will be okay. You can find me right beside my woman. She's the one, she's my soulmate. But see, when the times got hard, we were always laughing. Even if we were single, nobody else is gonna have us. We both so crazy. 10 years in, never lost attraction. And it's gotta be a God, cause he crossed our paths when we were lost and had it with the day to gain. I pull a David Blaine inside the bed, never lost the magic. Got it dripping like I took a white water rafting. And I know there's gonna be some people that'll hear this song and trash it. I don't really give a fuck what they say. As a rapper, you really ain't supposed to act like you in love. But fuck them, they don't even gotta hit play. Fuck torn, fuck music, fuck money, for the internet and anything that gets in the way. Even the friends and family members' opinions don't matter, cause it's only me and you at the end of the day. And just know that I'll run through flames to rescue.
That's insane.
Right? Fucking R&B breakdown and shit.
There's nothing I would rather do than be next to you, girl, cause I'm gonna be your light. Yeah.
Like I said, you can't cut this song short.
Yeah,
like,
that's great.
It's an experience.
Everything will be okay. Together we gon' fight through all your problems until they all go away. Cause I'm gonna be your light.
Yeah, I like it. I dig it. Very
That's
good.
awesome.
And everything will be okay. You can find me right beside my woman. She's the one, she's my soulmate.
No, but fucking Ritz's wordplay is ridiculous.
That's fucking awesome. No, that was great.
Excellent job.
Boom.
Boom. Boom. They do that every week.
Okay.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
I got you for one more week, and then it's back to killing.
I'll forget about it by then, so it's all good.
Didn't miss you.
Oh, I love you guys.
Yeah. Hey, I like the. I think I learned from an early age to listen to like what is being said in the songs and stuff, and that's what I do. And I like that one. You know, hey, everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna get together. Your problems.
You only understood the chorus, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much. You know me so well.
Just for you, buddy.
I will listen to the rest of it later.
Over months.
It takes takes me a week to hear one line.
Some people listen to books on tape and they're like 1.5 speed so I can get through this book.
Right.
Owen goes to
0.5
rap
speed.
songs and listen to them on 0.25 speed.
5.25 speed.
He's like, I need to understand what he's saying right now.
I'll run.
He's the one that when Papa John's comes to the door and they go, here you go. And he's like, hold on, I need to read this.
Sign for
I'm
a
not signing
tip?
this until I read the whole thing.
No, I'm not going to sign for a tip.
He's like, come on, man, somebody's pizza getting cold. Listen, I'm not signing something that I haven't read.
God damn it.
Well, good job.
I needed this, man. It's been way too long without a show.
When we go to break, or not break, when we end the show, I'm gonna play you a song that I listened to. It was my booty clapper today, and you'll probably see why I'm so depressed. So,
Whoa.
no, it's a song.
Wait a minute.
His
I thought-
booty's
wait.
been clapping far too loosely.
I thought the whole thing was positivity and leaving people on an upbeat note. You're going to show us why you're so depressed?
I'm showing you guys, not the listeners.
Oh.
You just gave me an idea.
Uh-oh.
I have a positive song to end the show with.
All right.
All right, you guys ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's do it. Oh, is that The Undertaker?
Yeah.
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 It's positive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think.
sounds good.
This song is the audio equivalent of Whippets.
It's positive death march.
Oh, it's got killing in it. Turn it off.
It's a fucking zombie redneck from Texas. For those of you who are just joining the program, The Rock won. The Terrorists have won. The Evil Empire will fight again tomorrow night on WrestleMania Sunday, Day 2. Vince McMahon's not involved, so you can let your children watch. There'll be no diddling of any fucking sort. The Rock's wiener will stay inside of his pants.
Oh, I'm out.
And all is well in the world.
But he does
You've
have
been
a hole in
listening
his
to
ass.
Pop Culture Radio. We will see you next week. Woo!
Have a good night.
Pop Culture Radio has been a weird Florida production. Like and subscribe on whatever platform you listen on.